Hello, hello, hello. It has been a while, mainly because I've been swamped with Luna 5 stuff in Genshin, as well as some personal stuff in life. Anywho, we can finally get back to resuming the playthrough. Also, I bought this Firefly skin off stream. I've had the Stellar Jade for it for 2 patches now, but I couldn't decide on whether I wanted it or not, so I grabbed the Firefly thing because we have a lot of news in Honkai Star Rail. So, in recent news, first and foremost, let's talk about this. We now know that there's going to be another round of Nova Flares coming out in 4.2, one of which has been confirmed to be Firefly. Now, I don't know why there's a little bit of a controversy about this going around, but a lot of people think that Firefly doesn't deserve or need a Nova Flare, which personally I don't agree with. I think her kit is very flawed. And honestly, I think if you have Firefly at E0, S0, I do think that she would benefit quite a bit from a buff. Because, to be frank, she kind of sucks. She kind of needs Eidolons and other units to be actually a playable unit. And, frankly, I don't think that should be the case for any unit. Do other people probably deserve or need a rework more than her? Oh, absolutely. But if I were a developer and I was going to be buffing characters, you would probably buff a character that more people want than characters that need it more but less people actually use or have. Like, for instance, Dr. Ratio would probably be near the top of my list for characters that need a buff, or Zila, for example, but we'll get into her later since Zila is also going to be getting a Nova Flare. But, let's just stick with Dr. Ratio as the example. Dr. Ratio really needs it more than many characters. But, for the most part, how many people are going to play Dr. Ratio over Firefly? Probably nobody. Or the people that do are like his biggest stands that have him at like E2+ with his light cone. I'm not really here to make this discussion or make this argument. Long story short, she needs one. She's getting one. Other people need them more. But there's a large group of people that like Firefly and would probably appreciate it. So yeah, Huoho is also getting a Nova Flare, as well as Welt, the first standard banner character that's going to be getting a Nova Flare. So that's kind of exciting. All of the standard banner characters, I think, need a rework. Welt is probably the one on the standard banner that needs it the most, if there's either Welt or Yanqing. Yanqing, I think, is actually not as bad as people consider him to be. Because I believe like at E2 or E3, Yanqing is actually comparable to current Zila in terms of damage, which is kind of crazy to think about. Which says more about Zila being bad than Yanqing being bad. And beyond that, well, I don't really know what to say more about that. Also, we have gotten the drip feed. Silver Wolf and Evanescia are coming out. They are imaginary elation and, I guess, physical elation again. As well as we finally got the drip feed for Elation Trailblazer, which will be lightning. Sounds fun. Anywho, I guess that's it for news. And lastly, before we begin, just a reminder, if you want to stay up to date on my personal news and what I'm doing and where I'm doing it, then you should join the Discord, links to which are where links are. And anyway, today's plan is very simple. We're going to be doing some side quests, and we're going to be doing some Sparxie Pulls. But I'm still making my way through these 4 side quests. I've been sidetracked because of Genshin stuff, but hopefully we can get through all 3 of these by the end of this week. And this is the one that we'll be tackling today, which is a Bouquet for the Blessed. And it's across the street from me right here at Dimension City. But I'm finding this one interesting because it says an old friend in a foreign land. You've just arrived in Plain Arcadia and you've run into a familiar face, but its current situation seems a bit awkward. So I'm wondering who this familiar face is. So it's probably someone we've met from a side quest prior. Otherwise, why would they say a familiar face? So it's got to be someone we've met before, someone that's important. So Let's see what's going on here. A bouquet for the blessed.
My life had 3 serious up and downs.
Wait, there's a little dog on the road. Why does the silhouette look... It's Peppy! Oh my god, it's Peppy! That is a familiar face indeed. Wait, is that a ghost? Wait, did Peppy die? Ghost dog. Peppy. Peppy. Why is your opacity down to 50%? Ghost Peppy. Could something have happened to him? They killed off Scott, now they're gonna kill off Peppy? How could they do this to me? Note to self, if you like any side characters that I like, you're in for a rude awakening. I have this bad habit of liking characters that then later die. If I had a nickel for every time this happened, I could probably put down a mortgage on a house at this point. Something have happened to him. Time to notify the next of kin. Should I check with Asta to be sure? Yes, do that immediately. Something happened to Peppy? As I saw Peppy near Planet Arcade at Atgate, but he might not make it. Text me back ASAP. Please text me back already. At least let me make sure you're okay. Sorry, I'm shopping at Planet Arcadia right now. My hands are full, so I can only send you a voice message. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't like that. I'm shopping at Planet Arcadia right now, and my hands are full, so I can only send you a voice message. Peppy might have slipped away while I wasn't looking. Let me check his tracking system. Peppy's vitals are normal, and he's... Oh, he's heading towards the Atgate. If you see him, please help me look after him. Hey, watch where you're stepping. That's Madame Herta's custom-made dress. Thanks for your hard work. I'll keep tracking his location. As soon as things wrap up here, I'll rush over and join you. Near Duo Mention City's Atgate. You scratch your head as this suddenly hits you. This isn't... Isn't that exactly where you are? That means... A dog's nose never lies. I knew it was canned scent. Another Peppy. Okay, so they're both here. Aren't I your one and only bestie, Peppy? What do you mean, another? Woof! Another Peppy! Woof, woof. Ghost Peppy. No. I'm Peppy. Don't you have your own name? Woof. Woof. I knew you were a fake. Peppy would never come here by a rocket. Peppy came here on a spaceship with Asta. Okay, so he can translate what the other one's saying. Ghost Peppy stands there fuming, glaring in frustration before finally giving up and gently nudging Peppy with its nose. Oh, so you're Rocket. Sorry about that. Woof, my dog language isn't that great. Why do you two look exactly the same? Probably because they're the same breed of dog, I guess? So your doppelganger's called Rocket. Woof, I'm sure I got the translation right this time. Woof, woof, woof. Got something else to say? Why doesn't our Synthesia beacon just translate everything that dogs say? That's something I don't really think about that often. The two puppies lie down before you, bumping noses, touching paws, and after an intense but silent conversation, Peppy nods solemnly. That's so mean. That's bullying a dog. Ken, we have to help Rocket. It said that a ghost got its favorite TV stuck and it wants to rescue the TV. Is your translation legit? That sounds pretty urgent. Dogs watch TV? Yes, dogs do watch TV. That sounds pretty urgent. I don't know if I trust the translation. Maybe? Pretty please, the bestest and kindest can, help a poor pup out with this tiny favor. Woof, woof, woof. Okay, fine. But you're still coming with me to Asta. It'll only take time for Peppy to eat a handful of dog food. You know Peppy eats fast. You are beset by two pairs of watery puppy eyes, gazing at you, pleadingly. Oh, how could you possibly resist such an earnest request? Fine, fine. What a puppy wants, a puppy gets. You nod your head in willing surrender. Woof, Can is the best. Rocket, take us to the TV. Woof, 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 woo. I can share my cream-filled bone biscuits with you, so don't get all worked up. Woof. Is that a show? Is that the show that good? Is the show that good? Great. We can munch on bone biscuits and watch it together. Woof. So we gotta help a ghost with its TV problems.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
So I guess we're going this way? Oh, it's over here? Oh! It's a ghost stuck in a TV. Please give Puppy's TV back to Puppy. Got nothing to say? Well then, we'll just have to pull you out. You nod and mime the grabbing of the ghost. Peppy follows suit, clamping onto your leg, while Rocket holds onto Peppy's tail. One human and two dogs working together as one. Pull! With a loud thud, the ghost has successfully been yanked out of the TV, sending the three of you sprawling in every direction. Awesome, with the world's best partner by my side, we really can do anything. And we didn't even damage the screen. Am I outside? Yep, you're outside. How did I get out? TV. I need to go in. Into the TV. Let me into the TV. Why won't you let me into the TV? Let me in. Let me in.
Let me in. Let me in.
Into the TV. Woof, that is terrifying. Something seems off about her. Wait a sec. It's not midnight yet. Bad introduction. Quick. Stuff her back inside. Something seems off. Lonely. So lonely. I'm all alone. Oh my god, it's the lonely meme. Is she just saying a bunch of memes? My attachment failed once again. Back into the TV. Into the TV. Into the TV. I won't stop you anymore. You go ahead. Go back in. But I can't get in. The TV keeps rejecting me. Even though I'm a ghost born from attachment. Even though my attachment is literally to get inside this TV. But I just can't. No. I could have been able to. Is she an officer? Is that the... I think that's the... one of the officer outfits. It's all your fault. That was the closest I ever been to getting in. Lonely. So alone. If I can't get inside, then... you can join me. I think it's saying you can't join me. Can. Peppy can keep you company. Rocket, I choose you. Fine. I'll keep you company. I'll remember to bring you dog food on this day next year. Miss Ghost, we could also try getting you into the TV. The TV? Into the TV? I mean, Can definitely can do it, right? Hey, don't go making a promise on my behalf. Alright, despite it, you find yourself defenseless against the trembling gaze of two puppies, and can only nod your head in response. Darn, they know my weakness, puppy dog eyes. After all, it's a heavy responsibility on a puppy's shoulders. Better leave it to the only human around. Help Puppy save the TV. Alright, what's going on with this TV? The heart of the problem seems to be this TV. I know it, you got this, Can. Pat the top of the TV. Himiko did this to the synthesizer whenever it malfunctioned. Oh, we're gonna Fonzie it? Can, wait. Don't leave Peppy all. Peppy's voice fades away. And before you know it, the deafening burst of the static noise completely engulfs you. Bzzz. Uh-oh. I think we're in the TV. Welcome to today's episode of Please Be Happy, where you define what happiness it truly means. And now please welcome our guest awaiting transformation, the unsmiling Miss Bequea. So that's what that outfit looks like with color on it. A sorrowful past has drowned her laughter. Now the unsmiling Miss Bequea waits for someone to guide her back onto the path of joy and hearty laughter. Let's see which cheermaker will take up the healing challenge for our sad guest today. Hey, it's Lone Freerider! That's me, Lone Freerider, the professional culprit actor extraordinaire. What? What's a culprit actor? Does it mean you play bad guys in, like, murder mysteries? Or true crime documentaries? As a highly sought-after professional culprit actor with multiple major detective show appearances. That makes sense. I shall present my specialty, 100 ways to look hilariously panicked when getting arrested. Oh, what a shame. Miss Bequea didn't burst out laughing. Who invited this one? Next cheermaker, please. I'm Dovebrook Kid. I'm Seafeld Kid. Today we bring you 8 mysteries of the Dual-Mention City. Don't look at us. Huh? Avoid making eye contact with us, because our smiles are contagious. This... Is it not funny? Bequea's smiling. Kind of. Huh? Come on, Bequea, smile! Come on, smile! 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 The crowd's going on. Succumb to the peer pressure. Be happy! Don't worry. There's a song Fish on the Wall used to sing about this. Challenge success! Cut. Whose bright idea was this? Getting some lone Freerider to play the culprit? That's incredibly insensitive. I arranged it. I have the right to pick chairmakers as a producer, and you, dubbing our guest the unsmiling Miss Bequea, what's that about? As the director, of course, I want her to heal her trauma comfortably. Having a persona helps her forget about the incident, and makes things easier on the poor girl. I wonder what incident could it be? Probably isn't the thing with Himiko's classmates, since they all died. Then again, this could be even earlier than that. I disagree. The best way to overcome pain is to face it head on. She is much tougher than you give her credit for. There's no reasoning with that thick, snobby skull of yours. That's it. The shoot's over. Would you calm your pants? Everyone has had enough of your tantrum. If I'm not mistaken, this Bequea must be that ghost when she was still alive. So this place is... Tap, tap. You suddenly hear a frantic pitter-patter of puppy paws. Ken, are you okay? Can you hear me? Peppy? Where are you? What's going on? I'm outside the TV just now. You got sucked right into it. What's the situation? Feels like I'm on a set. This is a show. This is where Bequea filmed a show. Should we talk to someone to figure out what's going on? Can't help but feel a bit bothered at this incident that they speak of. It is the scent of secrets, woof. Oh, we talk to the director first. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Dragging your feet and slacking off over there. Can't you see we're all busy? Who hired you anyway? You glance around, and there's not a single soul in sight except for yourself. Looks like there's no dodging out of this one. Ken, an unlucky employee caught slacking off by a fuming boss. Hey, I'm talking to you. I can't focus on work when you're not around. Sorry, I'll get right back to it now. Not bad, Ken. You've already grasped the essence of your character. Look, I'm not trying to take it out on you. I've just been in a bad mood these past few days. Don't take it personally. See how frustrating this show is to make? But what can you do? The director's the soul of the show, after all. It's not that I'm unwilling to film it, but as you see, I'm just too much of a nice person. That poor girl was just a child when she saw her parents die at the hands of the Herald of Death. Yikes. She came to this show to heal herself and find true happiness again. Am I really supposed to listen to that producer's nonsense and keep triggering her? Look, if you ask me, all Bequea needs right now is some joy and good old entertainment. Laughter is true bliss. We should be making her laugh instead of trying to pick at her old wounds. Don't tell me that living in this land of elation, these people don't even know the first thing about making someone crack a smile. Okay, so so the incident was 15 years ago, but it wasn't Himiko's classroom. This is some girl that whose parents died of the Herald of Death. So, he was a mass murderer, so he probably murdered people besides Himiko's classmates. Just you wait and see. I'll get back to working now. She'll be right as a daisy in just a few more episodes. Laughter truly is the best medicine. At least he means well. And he's not talking about things like profit and whatnot. And now let's go talk to the producer, who's probably going to talk about profit and nonsense. Is this the producer? Yep, it's the producer. Oh wow, boss. What brings your esteemed presence to our humble set today? Really lighten up the place with your visit. Wait, so now we're the boss? I thought we were an employee. Keep it cool. As the renowned galactic baseballer, you're accustomed to this flavor of flattery. You have no idea who he thinks you are, but you were born ready for this type of scenario. You need but a slight show of skill, and win them over with a masterful display of boss energy. Expertly strike a bossy pose. As expected at the head of our TV station. Now that's the kind of composure someone playing with the big chips should have. Rest assured, I have the interest of the station as my top priority, and I won't let that man-child get the better of me. He claims I don't care about Bequea, but I was the one who approved her being on the show in the first place. Why does he have to fabricate a fake persona for her to wear as a mask? Under these circumstances, putting up a facade works directly against our goal. It's better to just be open about it, have everyone help heal Bequea together so she can become the example of someone who successfully overcomes the shadow cast by the Herald of Death. The Herald of Death incident was a terrible tragedy, and Bequea's survival is like a flower in the ruins, a powerful tale that stirs deep emotions. There's no one in all of Plain Arcadia who hasn't heard her story and is uninvested in her future. Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess when you word it that way, she could still be Himiko's classmate that survived the class and then her parents got killed elsewhere. So I got some publicity going. Now lots of people are writing to her show to show their support and love. But you see, I'm kind of hitting a wall with filming. Unless you're willing to offer more support. Just tell me what kind of support. I need more promotional funds to get a better program slots and more exposure for Bequea and her family's story. Just listen to this. A survivor nurtured by a collective love from society becomes a beacon of happiness, representing everyone's hopes. A mental triumph over the Herald of Death. And we know that she dies in the future because there's a ghost of her. Well, then again, I guess a ghost of a live person theoretically could possibly exist. But that's just cope. This will definitely be a heartwarming show that gives people strength, don't you think? I don't trust Xiaoji's writing in the word heartwarming, not after Penacony. So the incident refers to the Herald of Death case from 15 years ago, and Bequea is a survivor. Well, she's not alive in the present. This Bequea must have gone through some really tough times. Everyone is helping her. She seems to be getting better with everyone's support? Question mark? No wonder Miss Bequea the Ghost wants to get into the TV. It's so blissful in here. Peppy always wants to hang around the food bowl, too. Something feels off. I want to speak to Bequea about it. Yep, we've only been hearing what everyone else thinks is best for her. Since we're talking about true happiness, we should definitely hear what Bequea thinks. Are we still recording? Man, this is tough. Looks like it's a post-show interview. Try to understand what Bequea thinks. Voice and earpiece. We're starting the interview. And action! Hello. So I'm back to being the interviewer now. Alright, the interview has begun. Please proceed with the questions and the script given to you. Do you still remember why you came on the show in the first place? I came on the show to escape my pain and find true happiness. Pain is life's true terminal illness. After the Herald of Death incident, I lost all chance at a normal life. Every time I closed my eyes, their dark shadow haunted my dreams. And whenever I finally mustered up the courage to go out, the sight of every happy couple that passed me would fill me with envy and bitterness. The pain made me think, why wasn't it them who died? Why did I have to be the one to lose my family? The pain was a fatal sickness. It made me fester on the inside until the happy person I once was simply disappeared. I knew this was wrong, and I had to stop it to save myself. That's why I'm here on the show. Next up is our fan mail segment. Opens fan letter. Dear Bequea, stories about you are spreading all over the streets. We all feel sorry for you. Miss Bequea, if you have to pull yourself together and find your happiness again. When you're able to come to Dimension City and meet us in person, I'll bring a bouquet to congratulate you on your recovery. To the miraculous survivor, Miss Bequea, I sincerely hope that you, the idol who moved all of Plain Arcadia, can make a swift recovery. Oh, she was an idol before this. Our society has been panicked by the Herald of Death for far too long, but you who bravely overcame suffering to return to the elation will become the newest symbol of hope. Let's declare to the Herald of Death on behalf of all of Plain Arcadia, happiness will not be defeated by suffering. Thank you all so much. I'm so happy to see everyone so encouraged and inspired again. Now can we get to the core questions of our show? Should I have to listen to you anyway? Please be good and do it. This is what we're supposed to be happening right now. So, Miss Bequea, are you happy now? Yes, I might have... No. I think I finally found true happiness. And the next line is, the production team set this up flawlessly. The cheer makers did an incredible job, and I'm honestly moved by all the fan support. I'm so grateful for everyone's encouragement. Wow, she's reading a script. This is so sad. You make me feel like I'm being loved by the whole world. This is kind of depressing. They bring the survivor. They bring a survivor of a serial killer on a TV show that has depression, fake her being cured of depression, and make her pat everyone on the back at the post-show interview. God, that's not just depressing. That physically hurts me to see. But I'm really sorry, but I still hurt so much. No matter if I laugh or cry during taping, the second I snap back to reality, I find that the nightmares are still there waiting for me. I just can't seem to shake off this sorrow. True happiness without the pain feels like an impossible distant dream. I may have met him, but... Hey, stop her. She's losing it! But she's in so much pain right now. Gives you the right to dictate what I say and do. Do you not remember what you're supposed to be doing? Just listen to me. She's in so much pain. The pain is still here. It has never faded. Not even for a single moment. Interrupt her confession. I want to hear how she truly feels. Someone stop her now, please, before it's too late. She's gonna fall apart at this rate. Of course I want to be happy, but right now, all I can give him is my pain. I do as I'm told. I laugh out loud. Really wish that the world would make me better, but it doesn't. Something really doesn't seem right with Miss Bequea. Miss Bouquet, are you feeling okay? I'm sorry. Can't believe I just had another episode. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She passed out. Oh, shit. Why won't you listen to me? Oh, were you the person in the earpiece? As the camera person and interviewer, all we had to do was allow her to complete the taping without interruption. All we had to do was stay within the lines and follow the plan. And none of this would have happened. Sorry, I didn't expect this to happen. I appreciate what you're trying to do, but your well-meaning actions have just made things worse. Please stop needling Bequea like this. Everyone's treating her like she's so weak and fragile, and she's already so painfully aware of her own suffering. She doesn't want to let anyone down, and at the same time she's terrified of having another episode like this during a shoot. She's gonna feel so bad about this when she comes to. So you people never really cured her at all. You felt it too, didn't you? Think about it. Healing the trauma, losing your entire family overnight, is not something a variety show can ever truly do. And now there's so much tension on her, and there are all these things that have been said that can't be taken back. And who has the right to pour cold water on all of those well-meaning people who find pleasure in doing what they think is good? And saying things like, "You're doing it wrong. Small fry like us, all we can do is listen and obey. That's what's best for us." Bequea must be thinking, in a time like this, when public opinion has taken a life of its own, she needs to overcome her pain and find her happiness. Exactly as everyone expects. We mustn't stop either. The show must cure her by any means necessary, real or fake. There's nothing we can do. We just have to do as we're told. But would that really give her happiness? Do people in the media truly understand what happiness is? Can a camera lens really capture it? As a camera person, I often find myself thinking about these questions, but no, sadly, I still don't have the answers. Maybe one day she'll realize she once brushed against true happiness. Isn't that how it is for most people? But that's not really our concern now. Leave. The exit's that way. Don't make the taping more difficult than it should be anymore. Happiness is so complicated for humans. Oh, that's Peppy that said this line. We dogs are happy so long as we get head pats and a big bone to chew on. This isn't over yet. Well, this is depressing. Ooh, SNL just did a cold open about Trump and gas prices. Welcome back! I'm back. I think we should just watch the TV from the outside from now on. Rocket wags his tail happily, as if to say, "You really nailed that performance." Is it going to turn out that Rocket is actually Bequea's dog? I saw everything that happened on TV, and I'm sorry for my behavior earlier. Miss Bequea doesn't seem so scary anymore. Is it because I know more about her now? Yes, obtaining that information has cleared my head a bit. The TV is getting into the TV. I'm sorry, but the obsession still has a strong hold on me. I do really want to thank you, though. Now I finally understand what kind of place my destination is. The TV, entering the TV. But if Bequea didn't find true happiness here, why am I obsessed with going back into the TV? If possible, I'd like you both to keep helping me uncover more details from back then, and to help me return to the TV. Poor Miss Bequea. Let's help her out. Have we forgotten why Rocket's here? You can leave it to us. Asta's calling you home. Time to go back and eat. Peppy anxiously licks your fingers. And when that doesn't get a response, he gives you the hem of your clothes a little tug. Okay, fine. I can't say no to that face. Can is the best. This is the Klee of this game. Genshin Impact has Klee. Honkai Star Rail has Peppy. Thank you so much. The TV. TV. Where do we even start investigating? If this side quest was voiced, do you think she would be talking with the same performance of that one Sinwish Syndicate ghost? I gave my life to the Sinwish Syndicate, and now you're trying to push me out. Where do we even start investigating? Continue to find out what happened to Bequea after the show. I'm really curious to find out what happened to but there aren't any leads yet. We could talk to Himiko. Himiko knew about the Herald of Death. She was here 15 years ago. But unfortunately, this side quest probably takes place after the events of whatever the next main story mission is, and the main story mission left us standing next to Himiko and a guy claiming to be her dad. Continue to look into the TV. If the toy only drops one kibble at a time, I'll just have to shake it a few more times. And then, I can eat as much as I want. Unfortunately, no matter how much you tap and even smack the TV, it just won't turn on anymore. Find out what happened to Bequea during the show. If Bequea's obsession is about returning to the TV, then there must be something on that show that's very important to her. And if it was a show, we could probably find old recordings of the show somewhere. Woof woof, didn't Miss Bequea mention? Him, during the interview. Who's him? It's probably you, Rocket, if I'm guessing. Yes, I did. I keep going back in my mind to this him, who might share a connection with me, but I just can't recall who he is. This him might be the loved one, might be a friend of Bequea's, might be a fan of Bequea's. It also could be the killer. The context on my first reading of it, I thought it was the killer she was referring to and just didn't want to say his name. Might be a fan. That's true, even Madame Herta cracks a smile when she gets a ton of mail from her... I forgot that the other scientists at the Herta space station are called the Heritors. Since this him was such a special presence, someone on the show's crew from back then must remember him. But it's been 15 years. Many dogs don't even live that long. Would we still be able to find them? Oh my god. Is it going to turn out that him is Rocket, and that Rocket died, and so she killed herself today, and that's why they're both ghosts? Please tell me that's not where this story is going. She 100% probably killed herself, though. I can't imagine she would look like this young of a ghost if that isn't what happened. Which reminds me, over the river in Duo Mention City, there's a ghost that tries to stop you from jumping off the bridge into the river. Which makes me think that that's just a ghost of someone that jumped off the bridge into the river. Or someone that failed to stop someone from jumping off the bridge into the river, and then jumped off the bridge into the river. Both are terrible. How would we even be able to find them? Allow me to introduce you to my new role. You're now looking at the president of Furbobo. Awesome. Well, I have no idea what all that means. It sounds like a really great thing. So in the end, the only ones I can count on are the media. That's kind of depressing in its own way. President, it's time for a new life. I got a new request. There's a request about investigating the Please Be Happy production team from 15 years ago. Someone please catch me up. Oh, my back is killing me. President, our schedule's... Oh, God. President, our schedule's booked solid through the next month. I swear I'm not slacking off. There's literally no wiggle room. The manuscripts on my desk are piled up like a mountain. Even if I could split myself into 8 Furbos, I still wouldn't get through all this work. Voice message converted to text. Who's even free? I have no idea. At Joyloon. Jaloon. This quarter's evaluation. No one's picking up? Even if I remember correctly, the quarterly evaluations are coming up soon, right? President, I, the thousand-faced Joyloon, will take this job. Please, I'm begging you, don't retrench me. Have we met Joyloon yet? Go to Furbobo. Well, I know a fast way to get there. So let's go to Hot Topics. Have you ever been to Kraken's Tavern? No, there's still people here. Investigation ongoing. Prez, a fan from the live stream of my neighbor's kid's cousin. You believe that phone booth on the street corner is ringing by itself? I did do this. To be investigated, to be investigated. So I accidentally did this at one point, or started this, I guess. Oh, this is it right here. Tales from Arcadia. President, I was just passing by the main road when this ghost puppy appeared out of nowhere. Not even half my size, but barked with a huge attitude. It almost took a chunk out of my hind leg. Seems really worked up about something, but I'm a Furbo and I can't understand a word of it. Urgent request, someone who speaks dog, please. This teleports to the quest that we're on right now. Okay, so that basically confirms that this is the quest we're on. So yeah, we're investigating this one right now. So it looks like all the Tales from Arcadia are quests. These are mystery corners, and street trends. Interesting. Oh no, there's a commotion outside. We'll get more to the Furbo stuff later. Alright. Jaloon. Joyloon? Well, it's about that. A dog. Where did that dog come from? It's Peppy, your company president's #1 companion. Close the door. Let Peppy out. Treat him like you treat me from now on. Peppy is wagging his little tail proudly, as if he's saying, that's right. President, Master Peppy, I finally figured out what happened exactly back then. Please Be Happy was a sensation 15 years ago, and the story of Miss Bequea's healing almost won the Plain Arcadia's Best Elation Award. But guess what? The show was a total scam. Yeah, I kind of figured as much. Someone sent in an anonymous tip claiming that the show's director had deceived everyone in Plain Arcadia, and they said that they faked the happiness assessment results for their supposedly cured guest, Miss Bequea. The director's reputation was ruined, and he vanished without a trace. Meanwhile, the show's producer has steadily climbed the ranks at Full Wish TV. While bringing everyone back together won't be easy, that was no challenge for me. The thousand-faced Joyloon. All I had to do was pretend that our newspaper had come into new evidence that could turn the case around. And it worked. They got so worked up that they straight up came looking for us. Nicely done. This can horribly go wrong, but good job nonetheless. Thanks, boss, though I did spend quite a bit of money and efforts to contact them. Any chance I can claim that as expense? Yes. Woof. Pepe smells the scent of life. Oh, they're lying. So I guess they just didn't... It didn't cost them a dime, they just lied. Is that something you can smell too? No, I wasn't lying at all. Woof. Pepe smells the scent of a bald-faced denial. Fine, so I didn't spend anything at all since I posted the news on a public platform. But what about all the wisdom I put into strategizing? Don't I deserve compensation for that? Boo, I knew I hated dogs for a reason. Can you actually smell that? Peppy, you're a lie detector on legs. Heh, Asta taught me that. She says that she'll worry about me when I'm alone on the streets unless I throw a king or two. Know a thing or two. Right, translator doesn't work right. Once the show folks are here, I'll use this move to expose their lies. That'll be swift and deadly. I do think we should still compensate Joyloon if this goes well. If this does not go well and she tanks the company, I think we could fire her. Anywho. Or maybe they're male. I don't know. Joyloon is a very... Or is it Julian? Julian. Is it Julian? Is it a pun on Julian? Either way, I think it's a very gender-neutral name. Digging up the dirt. How the past show Please Happy Me 15 years ago was totally fake. Today, let's talk about a variety show from 15 years ago called Please Be Happy. Who still remembers the victim of that Herald of Death's attack, unsmiling Miss Bequea? Back then, the scandal was about how the show being fake blew up at big time, and the director himself got so much of a flack that he disappeared from the internet. According to the insider sources, there's supposedly more to this story, and there might even be a true culprit. Furbobo Weekly will be digging deeper to bring you the full scoop. See you Monday. Variety show vet. Puh, this happened ages ago, and you managed to dig it up? To be honest, it really feels like that director was thrown under the bus. He probably was. That was my impression, too. AUV. Oh, I know. Actually, a lot of people are more suspicious of the producer. Best flat character. Got any proof in the comments, or are you talking about it talking out of your hat? Autonomous debater. Actually, from years of watching this type of drama unfold, I can tell you that the rumors are never as wild as reality itself. It's just a normal show. As you know, I used to work on the set of Please Be Happy. Best flat character. I believe. I've been saying it all along. These shows are just for clout chasing. Watch them for fun, sure, but don't fall for your own hype. Hindsight's 20/20, huh? How about you try being general of the Cianzhou Yu Chui for a couple of days? Frank dude. Director Incognito. Oh, is this the director? Nice, looking forward to it. See you on Monday. Why not see you on Wednesday? Let's hope this isn't just another expose with zero follow-through. Wait for the arrival of the program crew. Knock, knock, there's an impatient pounding at the door. Hey, it's the producer. Furbo, come in. So I must be the ones who sent that message about having solid evidence to throw my butt into jail? That's what you said to him until he came here running? Julian we might actually be firing Julian today is what I'm learning. A tabloid magazine that survives on selling gossip and scandals. No wonder you people would try to pull a scam on me over some idle chatter. Hey, why is there a dog here? I'm warning you. You can interview me, but if it bites me, I'll sue you blind. What happened to him in the last 15 years? How did he become so annoying? Woof. Something tells me that he got bit by Rocket and he kicked him. Oh yeah, we wanted to ask this. So about that him. What him? You mean Bequea's got a boyfriend now? Not exactly shocking. She was a big deal, playing Arcadia back then. You know that's all thanks to yours truly. She had fans telling her, I love you, left and right. Too bad nobody remembers her now. Okay, so he doesn't know who the him is. So about the publicity campaign for Bequea back then. Obviously my intentions with that campaign were nothing but good. His conscience smells stinky. Care to swear on your career? Come on, is that really necessary? I worked hard to get to where I am today. I swear, I went into that whole thing with nothing but good intentions. I only brought up the Herald of Death in passing to generate a little bit more buzz for her. How was I supposed to know that the audience wouldn't keep digging and demand to know more and more? The gruesome images of the victims, her late parents' memorial pictures. I know I was wrong to put them out there, but who could resist all that attention and hype? Who would resist putting out a story as sensational as hers? If you think there's something wrong with my approach, it just means you don't get how the media works. What about her life after the show? How should I know? She left as soon as taping ended. Oof, he's panicking. The stink is stinking. I knew you were lying. Keep that thing away from me, will you? You and your dog had better cut the barking. I'm not the one who hurt her. Besides, Bequea went through that happiness surgery anyway. She's gotta be happy now, so what's the big deal? What I did was nothing. Happiness surgery is not something that I think is going to be very happy, isn't it? I don't like the idea that you could surgically become happy. That's the current flagship Oh my god, not the Research Society of Happy Smiles, it's the cult people! They're so... Oh, this is so fucked. Sure, these days they're all saying you can get happy with just one jab of a needle. But back then, the surgery was far from that easy. It was years and years of investment from our director, Foolish, and others that made all this technological progress possible. 15 years ago, only a handful of people got a shot at that surgery. Without me, someone without connections, backing in the network like Bequea would never have gotten that opportunity. So about the program hoax? That spiteful little director, he would stop at nothing to show his show was better than my ideas. He was the one that made Bequea slap on fake smiles for the cameras and learn every answer to the psych assessment. All that talk about laughter being true happiness, and about healing Bequea through his show, he staged the whole fake happiness act and treated the public like fools. How's that working out for him now? Not so great, huh? That's all I have to ask. What kind of barbaric interrogation was that? I'm not coming back here unless you keep your dog in check. Oh, that's all it took to scare him off? Heh. But at least we got a few clues out of it. Happiness surgery. Time to dig deeper with more questions. I'm not liking this. Looks like we might actually get to pay Julian as well. Julian might actually get that paycheck after all. That being said, I would probably pay them even if we fired them. Here in America, that's supposed to be standard practice, but it isn't always. Looking at you, Elon Musk. Oh my god, we actually got the director? Nobody's seen him in 15 years. Is that snob gone? Ugh, you have no idea. I wasn't going to come out until he left. Honestly, I've never been able to get over what happened back then. Ask me anything, I'll tell you all I know. Huh. Who'd have known that he'd go this soft 15 years on, woof? So, about the alleged program hoax. Poor Bequea. I repent. I shouldn't have forced her to take part in the fraud. But back then, we were backed into a corner and everyone was watching us. Bequea had no choice but to heal herself no matter what. That was the only way she wouldn't let everyone down. Woof, 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 you. Shush, don't break my train of thought. But was the producer really innocent? If it weren't for that guy constantly plastering the Herald of Death everywhere and causing Bequea to be haunted in all of her waking moments, I'd have cured her already. So about him. I don't know. Who could remember that stuff? Come on, it's been 15 years. Woof, woof. Shut it, pup. The grown-ups are talking. But hey, if Bequea found her true love on our show, I guess that means I helped her find some happiness after all. About that happiness surgery. Oh, so you know about that too? You should cut me more slack. Sure, I might have fudged some numbers, but Bequea actually got happier from that happiness surgery. So it's not like I caused her any real harm. Woof, woof. Wait, where was I? Oh yes, the happiness surgery. Bequea was actually the one who asked for it, because her mind had never been stable and there was a good chance for her... to be exposed in public. So for everyone's sake, she asked the producer to get in touch with the Mutual Aid Society for the happiness surgery. You know, they say that the surgery can literally make you never feel pain again. But is that true happiness? What else could it be? A world without pain? Paradise itself? Pure happiness? Bequea? Our production team? All our fans? Weren't we all busting our humps to get into that ultimate bliss? She never came back after the surgery, so it must have been success. That's all I have to ask. This is seriously the worst interview I've ever done. Who even brings a dog to an interview? That mutt wouldn't stop yapping the whole time. Finally got a word in. I smell something. Sweet in the air. Are there even sweet-smelling lies in this world? The only sweet-smelling thing in this room is the fresh toast I just bought. Why didn't it work with him? Wah! No wonder Asta only lets me use it on people who are afraid of dogs. Are you seriously using the dog as a lie detector? You really didn't need to do that. I swore off lying 15 years ago. Now that I think about it, we did have a stray dog sneak onto our set back then, and Bequea was the only one who'd feed it. Someone probably chased it off eventually. If it had been as talented as this one, I might have actually kept it around for fun. What kind of attitude is that? I wouldn't even treat a chew toy for Masta like that. I don't see any point in talking further, since it appears that you don't really believe I've been wronged. So Bequea left the show, got surgery, and ended up super happy. Is it really possible that the surgery is that incredible, Wolf? Then why would she want to go back into the TV? That's true. If going on the show was so painful for her, why would she want to go back into the TV? If there was something she had to come back for, why didn't she return after the surgery? And also, what's the deal with this mysterious hymn? What's that all about? Hang on, I'm grilling. This is all complicated. No, I think we're cooking. Where? I can't smell a thing. Deduction was quickly forgotten as your and Peppy's stomachs growled in sync. At that exact time. Now that's true partnership. Let him cook. Let him grill. I think the camera woman's probably the next person we're going to talk to then. Knock, knock, there's a frantic banging on the door. Hey, who left this box at the newspaper office with a combination lock and a letter? Oh. From the camera person. To Furbocom. Greetings. This is a letter to clarify the facts of what happened back then. I hope after reading this letter, my colleagues in the news industry will realize that the posts that they are publishing, much like what the director did all those years ago, are nothing but a distortion of the truth and a fabrication of lies. 15 years ago, on July 22nd, the Herald of Death murdered Bequea's parents. Bequea, who witnessed the event but miraculously survived, developed a severe post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. On September 9th, the deeply afflicted Miss Bequea came to the Please Be Happy production team for her first shoot. At the time, both the director and the producer made grand promise to cure her suffering. Unfortunately, several episodes yielded no significant results, so the director began to consciously guide and compel Miss Bequea to repeatedly undergo psychological evaluations and memorize the answers. The producer also began a massive publicity campaign for her story. All this became the last straw that forced Bequea to play along with the lie. On November 5th of the same year, with no hope of healing, Bequea opted to the happiness surgery and disappeared. I laid it all out in an anonymous tip that year. The evidence was ironclad, but it was buried. When I remember those days on set, I hate the person I was. So weak, so silent. There were so many chances to be brave, to do something, and I did nothing. I just fell in line, swallowing any protest that rose in my throat. And through it all, Bequea would thank me. Thank you, Miss Camerawoman. I didn't deserve her kindness. So I sent the tip, and then I quit. Left the whole industry. This business is framing of truth and happiness. See? Even when fighting back, I'm a coward. But the moment I saw your post, I knew my silence had to end. It's been 15 years, Bequea deserves her peace. Not to have her name dragged back into the spotlight. I have to stop you from clearing her name in the wrong way. So I'm giving you everything. I kept this box for Bequea. I always hoped that if she ever wanted to come back, this would be her key, her way home. But I can't reach her anymore. The person she was is gone. Maybe you can use this to bring back the truth, camera person. Wow. Despite the impression we got of her as a corporate slave, in the end, she really did care. A 4-digit combination lock. Could the password be the dates from the letter? That might be why they were highlighted. What do you think the answer is? Let's give it a try. July 22nd, so 7/22/99. Or 2209. Or November 5th, Bequea leaves. Oh, there's a third date. So 2295, got it. July 22nd, the Herald of Death incident. September 9th, the first taping. November 5th, Bequea leaves. Oh, so it's 0722. And then 0909. Okay, 0909. I can't believe that's really the password. Why did they highlight the other dates? This is a raw video master with a line written with marker. This contains the story of Bequea and him. Be prepared for a unique point of view. It's gonna be the dog. It's gonna be Rocket. Call it intuition, Can, but I've got some hypothesis. Although I can't be entirely sure, but it's hard to chalk up all these to a mere coincidence. Well, if in any case this tape containing his recording must be the key to the mystery. Let's go back to the TV now. Are we gonna literally put this... We don't have another TV we could put this tape in? What are you doing out here, a cute pup like you? Cute pup like you would be taken home by somebody in a heartbeat, even if you were a ghost. Into the TV. Into the TV. Woof! Don't worry. I'll wait for them to come back. I won't go and get myself stuck in the TV again. Peppy's eyes are getting tired. I miss Asta. Actually, the ghost Bequea doesn't even seem that different from the living Miss Bequea. They're both so gentle and sweet. The ghost isn't the same as the original person. A ghost isn't any different from the original person at all. But she feels so familiar. Even her scent is so similar. You can smell through the TV? Oh, you're back. From the looks of it, you must have some good news. You tell Bequea about just what just happened. I see. I really hope that Bequea was able to find true happiness through the surgery. So if I put this videotape in now, I can enter the TV. When you eliminate the trash, what remains must be edible. The impossible, the truth. Peppy just literally quoted Sherlock Holmes. I hope this works. You insert the videotape. The camerawoman thought it might be her key to getting back. The TV starts playing, however, Bequea does not move an inch. Woof, Miss Bequea? Sorry, even though I can sense magnetic field fluctuations as a ghost, and have noticed changes inside the TV, that feeling of being forbidden from entering it hasn't gone away. If I try crawling into the TV now, I'll likely just end up stuck again. Could someone be inside the TV playing tricks? Why don't you go back in? Why don't you go back in and see if you can find them? Expertly pats the top of the TV. Fonzie, let's do this. Let me handle this. I'll definitely warp in. Man who frightens dogs. Get out. Are you deaf? I said get out. Don't make me hit you. Man who unsettles dogs. Alright, alright. Trying to reason with a dog is futile. Just kick it out and call it a day. I do understand what's going on, you know. Woof, 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 woof. Okay, yep, we are the dog. A few sudden barks escape your throat, and you're completely shocked. You look down and see a pair of furry and squishy-looking little paws. Again? Oh, it's a puppy, and it's adorable. Now I'm remembering that one event where we got to play as Peppy for a little bit. I wonder if they're going to reuse some of the mechanics there. You can kick those filthy paws afterwards. Don't you see someone's trying to get rid of you? This is so annoying. I hate dogs. All they do is bark nonstop. Let's find a stick and chase it away. Don't hit it with a stick. The pup is so small. You could seriously hurt it. So what am I supposed to do? I can't reason with it, and I can't hit it either? They're shooting a show in there. Should I just let a stray dog mess everything up? Alright. Hit it if you must. Just don't hurt it. You have to scare it away. What's happening? Someone using a bat against a galactic baseballer? That's totally flipping the script. Where's my bat? What happened to my Stellaron power? Where's my crew? Where's my Peppy? Unfortunately, after transforming into a puppy, your baseball bat was lost to those fluffy paws. And Peppy has disappeared as well. All that's left now is the trusty Akavilli-style charge. What are you still standing there for? Run! Oh, is the narrator talking to us? Is he not busy with Ashvale? Just as I thought, Rocket is him, and I am Rocket. Run, Peppy, run! I mean Rocket. We are Rocket. Where did the music go? Oh, the music's back. Come here. Come closer to me. I'm sorry, Miss Bequea. A stray dog got in and damaged some of our equipment. So we'll need to delay the shoot by 15 minutes or so. We'll take care of that dog as quickly as we can. Usually seeing a stick is enough to send critters like that running. What's with that look on your face, Miss Bequea? The dog didn't scare you, I hope. This is only episode 1. No, I didn't see any dog. No, I just want to be alone for a bit. Sure, I'll come get you in 15 minutes. She looks very happy right now. You can come out now. That was quick of you. Remember to run like that if you ever meet anyone who wants to hurt you. The faster the better. Run and leave all the bad guys behind, like a rocket whizzing through the air. Wag's tail. Don't cling to me now. I can't keep you. This isn't my home. No, I'm just like you. I don't have a home either. Yeah, her parents were killed. Are you scared? Shh. Stay quiet, or they'll find you. Stay put here. If they find you, run as fast as you can. And then even faster. But don't be afraid. Because I'll hold off that thing while you run. The Herald of Death? You know, my mom used to say the same thing to me. So she survived by running. I hope I can hold off sadness for a while too. So it can never catch up with you again. How about I call you Rocket, little pup? Rocket, come and eat. You won't have to wander anymore. Oh. Oh, this is sad. And the music's on. Okay, we're completely out of options here. From the very first day you joined this show, you were meant to become a happy person. Are you really going to let down all the people who love you and just want to see you happy? And they're going to put pressure on her, and it's only going to make things worse. But director, we'd be lying. I know lying isn't right, but you haven't really shown much change since we began the show, and everyone's rooting for you. Try to think of it this way. It's all a performance anyway, since we're just a variety show. And when we perform happiness, wouldn't that help others feel happy as well? But then that wouldn't be true happiness. Can we always know why we're laughing out loud? Of course not. Laughing freely is simply an expression of joy. So just laugh. There's no sadness or pain that an aha can't dispel. So listen up. Start memorizing the answers as soon as we get back. I can't wait to see the remarkable progress you'll show at the next psych evaluation. Bark loudly. Woof, 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 woof. Where did this mutt come from? Get it out of here now. Wait a second. I'll take it with me when I leave later. But until then, you're not allowed to hurt it. Get what you mean? I get what you mean, director. But a lie like this will be exposed sooner or later. If I want to live up to everyone's expectations and become a role model for Plain Arcadia's victory over the Herald of Death, I need to free myself from my suffering and find my true happiness. That's not what this show's about. Pain. Pain. Oh, that's not good. I want happiness without pain. And here's the producer. You're the star now. The star who's touched all of Plain Arcadia. We're happy we helped you become such a success. I get thousands of messages and tens of thousands of calls every day. Everyone feels for you and wants to know more about you. They all say I want to be part of Miss Bequea's new family. Listen, from now on, just work together with our publicity team. We'll have someone polish up your story and your parents. And then you'll be ready to hit the streets. Are you sure this is okay, Mr. Producer? I don't really want my parents and my pain to turn into something people idly chatter about over drinks. How could you think like that? That's love. That's everyone showing their care for you. Aren't you excited about your success? The joy of climbing higher and achieving something? That's what my true happiness looks like. Lunges forward and bite. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, I hate dogs. Keep it away from me. Take some time to think about it. I have to go now. God, this story's going to end horribly. We are setting ourselves up for a really, really sad and depressing ending. You don't have to say yes if you don't want to. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, don't be mad. Look at you. Your fur is standing straight up. It's not that I can't feel happiness at all, you know. Especially when some of my fans call me Dear Little Bequea in their letters. Just like my dad used to. It makes me feel warm and cozy inside. In their letters, they tell me what's happening in their lives. And say I've given them strength to carry on. So see, I guess I'm not that useless after all. And it doesn't seem like my life has totally gone to waste either. Ugh. Ugh, every word that comes out of her mouth hurts me. It's like a dagger twisting. I might cry by the end of this. But more than anything, I have you. Everyone else just wants to save me. But you're the only one who needs me like family. Your squishy little paws, your little head radiating constant warmth. I love every bit of it. Too bad none of this is true happiness, since my pain never truly went away. I am unwell. You've seen what I'm like when I'm having an episode. I don't think I can face the people who look up to me for emotional strength right now, or provide you with a decent home when I'm like this. Tries to comfort. You gently lick Bequea's fingers as if to say, "You're well. You're doing really well." A couple of days ago, I overheard the producer talking to the Herald of Death Victims Mutual Aid Society. They said that they could offer me a chance into happiness surgery. Rocket, this is a really rare opportunity, and I want to go for it. No, I've decided, Rocket. I am going to go for it. Don't worry, though. Surgery is just like taking a nap. When I wake up, I won't be in pain anymore. Instead, I'll be waking up into a brand new life. One that will be truly happy. She's gonna lobotomize herself. Stay here and be good while I'm gone, okay? The cameraman promised to keep you hidden. After the happiness surgery is done, I'll come back for you. But when that time comes, let's fulfill our promise to become a family. And she doesn't come back! Ah! Family! Rocket! Rocket! Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Goodbye! Woman who gave bones. Kinda stinky man. Is she gone? Okay, she's gone. Never came back after her surgery. You mean the happiness surgery thing? I heard it's some new technique. She's got some nerve and incredible luck on top of that. Apparently the surgery was a total success. Connections are important too. Regular folks like us aren't even eligible for the surgery. No more pain, just pure happiness. I can't even begin to imagine how blissful and joyful that would be. Well, I hope it becomes widely available soon. I can't tolerate this stupid job for another minute. Then why didn't she come back? Didn't she leave her dog here? Well, there it is. There are plenty of dogs out there. She can have as many as she wants. Why would she come back? Who knows, maybe she's reminded of her pain from back then every time she sees a dog. You know how people see things and think of their loved ones? Sometimes you see things and think of pain. The producer just came by to help her pack and send her stuff out. I heard she didn't even want to come over, and just stood there waiting by the ginkgo path. By the ginkgo path. See, that's what truly happy people do. They come and go as they please. Not like me. I'm chained to this blasted job. Stop complaining. The dog's watching. Like it can understand. That's rich. Hey, doggy doggy, your master doesn't want you anymore. We promised to be a family. Woof woof whimper. Go on. Go ahead and chase her if you got the guts. But those who found happiness never turn back to their pain. Her life is nothing but happiness now. Bequea. Happiness. Congratulations to her. Free from pain. Happy forever. She rejected the flowers sent by the production team. Oh yeah, this mission is a bouquet for the blessed. Why would she come back to this depressing place? Bequea, pain. Stop chasing pain. She said goodbye before she left. Goodbye, Bequea. She's never coming back. You've been waiting for a very long time. Are you still going to stick around? It was our promise. Woof. You know full well she won't come back. Stop holding on to unrealistic expectations. Can she understand what the dog's saying? With the help of the Mutual Aid Society, she's got a brand new life. She has a new job, new friends, new everything. Having found true happiness, she doesn't need anything anymore. You understand? She doesn't need you anymore. To be more blunt, she's probably already packed you right alongside all that past pain and tossed everything out like trash. Listen, Rocket, don't wait anymore. She shouldn't go back to a place of agony. Waiting is what family does best. Woof, woof, woof. I don't understand. I can't understand you at all. I really don't get how Bequea used to have such a lively chat with you. I'll leave these with you. You won't understand them. They carry Bequea's scent. Let them keep you company. Now, Rocket, listen to me. Don't wait anymore. Oh, the happiness reports. Happiness report day 1. I signed the papers for the surgery today. And now sleep won't come. Ooh, that's already sounding bad. The pain isn't what's keeping me awake. It's just lying in a hospital bed, my head suddenly swimming with memories. The windows painted cheerful yellow, the floor so warm from the afternoon sun caress. Mom's fluffy red bean cakes, Dad pretending to read the paper, but really watching me sulk. And Rocket's there, too, tail thumping softly in the corner. Did she have a dog named Rocket before this? And she's remembering that she had a dog named Rocket? A world with no sadness, no pain, no blood on the table, no Rocket, filthy and scared. This feels like a good sign. The merciful Aha will return that pure joy to me. They have to. Happiness report day 3. The doctor came by. He walked me through the surgery. He says a needle, long and thin, will slide into my brain. It is a lobotomy. And simply erase my sense of pain. You won't hurt anymore, he promised. It's the promise that I've been waiting for my whole life. But my heart is pounding with fear. Pain has been my constant companion, my torturer, but I've never met anyone who lives without it. I'm a rare precedent, the doctor said. If they take my pain away, who am I? Will people still love me when they no longer have to pity me? I don't have the answers, Rocket. She keeps writing to the dog. I'm going to cry. I'm already tearing up. I spent the day in the library reading. There's a part I want to remember, to read to you one day. Your own happiness will come to you and curl up at your feet like a puppy. It will not care what you have become. It will only understand and love you. Wish me luck tomorrow, Rocket, please. Happiness report day 7. This is 4 days later. I feel fine, a little dizzy now and then, but no real discomfort. The doctor asked me if I still wanted to read. I'm just so tired. And it feels like too much trouble. So I told him no. He suggested visitors, if I'm bored. But I thought and drew a complete blank. There's no one I could think of. Day 24. We're skipping ahead another 3 weeks? Almost a month. I think I'm starting to feel it. Happiness. The nurse yelled at me today. It was the 5th time I'd spilled my food, but I didn't feel bad at all. The things that the production team brought keep getting lost or broken, yet I don't really feel sad about it. Pain, guilt, sorrow, self-doubt, all the negativity is just gone. Glory to the laughter. So this is what it feels like. True happiness. Day 52! This dog's been waiting a long time. They discharged me, assigned me a new job, as if it matters. Most of the world tastes like cardboard now. Ugh. The producer asked if I wanted any of my things back. I don't. I didn't even take the congratulatory flowers they brought. Don't get me wrong. I can laugh. I do. All the time. But the only thing after laughing is more laughing. The only thing after happiness is more happiness. Forever. That's what makes it so empty. So tasteless. Are we leading a really long suicide letter? Finally, I can hear it. Day 73. The whispers of Aha. Just like the doctor said I would. Aha is telling me to go find something. This isn't about finding pure happiness or true happiness. It's a need, an instinct. I have to find it. But what? What am I looking for? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So a 3-digit number. I've read this whole journal again. I still don't know what I'm looking for. Mom, Dad, the show, Rocket, my fans, the doctor, myself. What is it? What is it? What is it that matters? I don't know anymore. I'm already standing in the sunshine, right? If the sun lights up everything, why can't I see what I'm looking for? 4-digit number. I'm still looking. I have to keep looking. All after above, please. Give me a little more time. 5-digit number! My time is up. Goodbye, bright and sunny world. If you ever get the chance, would you leave me some flowers on my grave for this happy soul? This is a suicide note! The little dog doesn't understand, but the familiar scent brought him comfort. Lowering his head, Rocket carefully sniffed the flower, as if confirming something. Then with the utmost care, he lifted his paws and contentedly settled down on the diary. Everyone else had left, but he remained. I'm crying. I'm fucking crying. And that's the story of his life. I feel emotionally manipulated. Ugh. So Rocket stayed here all this time, even after becoming a ghost. He's still waiting. Let me try out Madame Herta's newly designed megaphone mode. Maybe you'll be able to hear his voice. Pepe shoved his head into his fluffy belly, wiggling around until an ear-splitting beep rang out. Human, human, hello, can you hear me? Human. Dog, human hears you. You can call me Can. Woof, 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 human, dog, happy. This feature drains a lot of power, so if you have any questions, ask Rocket quickly. Why didn't you just say so from the start? Why don't you leave? Because our promise. Because everyone wants to stay in the happiest place. So if humans can find true happiness, it's okay to abandon Rocket. How could it be okay? Human, you don't understand. Dog's lifelong lesson is to learn to become family. Mature dogs like me understand. If dog cannot bring happiness to human, dog should at least not disturb their happiness. Tiny little Rocket puffs up his little chest. the look of tragic determination on his tiny beady eyes. Why didn't you just say so from the start? When I first saw Bequea, I almost ran over wagging my tail. Peppy dog and gray human are amazing. I must hold my misbehaving tail down with my paws. I don't want to be discovered. If you help her remember Rocket, Bequea will recall her pain. I can't let Bequea be unhappy. As a ghost, Rocket still remembers Bequea the ghost. Of course, Dog's nose will always know scent of family members, and now Dog remembers your scent too. Rocket wrinkles his nose triumphantly, then nuzzles you with a wet snout. What obsession brought you into existence? Whatever Bequea wants becomes Rocket's obsession. By the doggy laughter above. Oh, so there's a dog aha too. Oh, we gotta add that to the list of aeons. There's a dog aha. Please let Bequea find true happiness. Huh. Are you all about to cry? I'm already fucking crying! Oh, alright. You can cry on the dog's broad chest, human. That's all I have to ask. Chatting with human happy. So you were also the one who stopped Miss Bequea the ghost from entering the TV. Yeah, I used up a ton of wish power. Why would you do this? Because Bequea feels a lot of pain and sorrow while filming. If human can go back to a place with true happiness, then human should run to it quickly. Even quicker than quick. But don't be afraid. Dog will use all his might to hold off sadness. Look away from the TV. So it can never catch up to you again. So pain can never catch up to you again. Is this what Xiaoji considers to be heartwarming? This is very wholesome and very sweet. I wish it wasn't two dead people talking to each other about it, though, and that this could have been a happy ending. Ken, come over here. I need to talk with you in private. What now?
For two?
After reading Bequea's letter, I think you've already understood why she never came back after her happiness surgery. She didn't really forget Rocket, but without a point of reference, all happiness had lost its flavor. In the end, what is true happiness? Everyone should have their answers to this, yet from the very beginning, Bequea had already lost sight of her own definition of happiness. In this frenzied crusade, everyone drunk on their prospect of saving others kept chanting, "Eliminate suffering and you'll find happiness." The herald of death is the root of evil in this society. Pain is the enemy of elation and happiness, and so happiness, which is intangible, now has a tangible cure. As long as we raise our blades against pain, pure happiness becomes the assured fruit of victory. So she chose to get the happiness surgery. But if the fruit of triumph is to remain pure forever, one must cast away the flesh that may one day rot, leaving a hollow shell of a corpse. At this point, happiness is like an orange. Even when its inside has completely rotted or been hollowed out, the outside still keeps the shape of happiness. And so, even after all the fleeting mirages and the adoring crowds have faded away, Bequea no longer had the strength to find out. Her true happiness had always been a few grains of sugar hidden among shards of glass during those painful years. A genuine care and concern, the earnest attempts at humor, the applause, the laughter, and Rocket, who was her true companion. All that remained was the instinctive longing for love and happiness, which gave rise to my existence. You seem to understand her really well. You're talking like it's someone else's story. The only thing I can do is understand. After all, a ghost and the person who died are ultimately two separate entities. That's exactly why I wanted to talk to you in private. A ghost without memories. I can only experience this painful past as a spectator with your help. But as I'm carrying the weight of this obsession, I've come to truly understand Bequea. I'm deeply moved by her story. You know what I mean. When I see strangers addressing me as dear little Bequea in letters, my eyes will actually start to well up. Rocket's passionate and sincere love also carved a soft hollow in my heart. My chest is getting heavy reading this. And now the Rocket who waited in the past fills me with guilt. I should go back. I think. Go back and tell Rocket that he isn't some trash thrown out with the pain of the past. Rocket is a family member that Bequea misses out on. But as you can see, I've become a complete imaginary ghost now. I don't know if I can handle the heavy weight of that little dog's love anymore. I don't know if I'm still the one that little dog who has waited for so long wants to become family with. My answer to this might completely change her life. Should I choose my words carefully? Bequea is still Bequea. I understand. Promise is a promise. The dog still considers you to be the same, even if you don't. Even after the long wait, it only becomes more unforgivable to break. Let's go back. I know what to do now. Rocket, thank you both for your dedication. After Bequea's surgery, she became truly happy. Really? That's amazing. But you know why I came into existence? It's because she feels so guilty. The trauma from the surgery made her forget about Rocket. But even with just instinct alone, she always wanted to come back and fulfill her promise to becoming a family. Just as you've been waiting here, I must go back to the past to reunite with Rocket. So would you be willing to unlock the TV? Okay, you're still going back? Because Bequea's family is there. Would going back to the past make you happier? Going back to the past, that's my true happiness. Let's head back then. Even though Dog went on with all that tough talk, Dog has been waiting for you all along, Woof. Oh no, low battery warning. Don't worry, I'll listen to every word you say during our farewell this time. Reunion. Woof woof. Goodbye, Rocket. Close your eyes and sleep. When you wake up, we would have already been reunited in the past. Bye. Sometime later. I finally found you guys. Why didn't you answer my messages? Oh, this is probably Asta. Fuck me. This hurts. Ugh. I'm a sensitive man. Long time no see. Peppy shoots towards Aspa like a missile, squealing with joy as if saying, I missed you so much. Dang it, there was no signal in the TV. Looks like you've been adventuring in some interesting places. I was really worried just now, because Peppy's equipment was losing power rapidly for no apparent reason. Oh, the expanded sync range mode was switched on. That explains it. Thank you so much for looking after him for me. I still have a second round of shopping to do, so if there's anything you want, just give me a list. As for Peppy, now that this matter is resolved, it's about time he comes home and has some food. Under your watchful gaze, Peppy gives Asta a tearful lick before returning to his beloved family. Live your best life. That's what matters most. What on earth did you all go through? You had to be there. You just had to be there. Once Peppy is fully charged, I must hear about this. I'll take Peppy back to our accommodations first. Can, let me treat you to a meal while I have time. Bye-bye.
Table for two.
Banquet for the blessed. We put the bouquet there. You return to this familiar place and find a bouquet of flowers left by an unknown person. In the yellowed photograph, her smile is radiant. May she and her family never be separated again, and be happy forever. Alright. Let's publish the article. Meeting that transcends time. After tracking down the story, the Furbo team discovered that a ghost puppy named Rocket once had an owner when she was alive. Oh, so Rocket was a girl dog. Never would have guessed. The person who made a promise of kinship with her was none other than Miss Bequea, the guest of Please Be Happy. Miss Bequea underwent a happiness enhancement surgery, but the post-op side effects caused her to forget all about her little pup Rocket. Now, as a ghost herself, Bequea has chosen to return to the sealed program recordings to find the puppy who waited for her all those years ago, and become family once more. It's love that brought them across time to reunite. Arcadian Leak. Please Be Happy was such a huge part of my childhood. Finding out about all this, talk about shattering those rose-tinted memories. The show might be fake, but Bequea and Rocket's happiness is real. And that's all that matters. Oh, this is so much. Puppy lovers can't handle this. Diligent Peacekeeper. Baby merch. Sorry, Baby Mac, not Baby merch. If by puppy you mean Security Bureau's Bouquet. Talk about rose-tinted glasses. Cloud-piercing spear. Don Hug, how could you? Pappy Woof, 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 woof. I also did my part with the left side swim, woof, woof. Peppy has a translator, but Peppy still can't type worth shit. Righteous Citizen, what's going on here? Live, love, Asta. Sorry, my dog stepped on the keyboard. Then why do you have two different accounts? Am I a god? I could be Miss Bequea's family too. What are you, a dog? Say cheese, March 7th. Always playing the straight man when we need her. Hashtag Furbo Expose, hashtag Tearjerker. Tearjerker is right. That was about 2 hours almost. Alright. Let's move on. That was really touching and all. But let's move on this Furbo plot line, just so I can get my mind somewhere else. I need a distraction, and I don't think gambling is a good distraction. So we'll save the gambling for a little bit after. Oh no, there's commotion outside. Boss, first thing in the morning, Furblitzer got into an argument with someone right outside the magazine office. No idea what it was about. Come on, let's go check it out. On my way. That's slander. For real. Furbobo Weekly would never work with some shady bootleg author. Our legal department has already secured the evidence. Watch it, or we'll sue you for defamation. For real. Since when did we have a legal department? I know that Genshin has a few characters that are lawyers. Do we have a lawyer in this game? You better watch yourself. Our boss is rich and powerful. To a mentioned city, the traffic stops for them whenever they cross the road. So tell me, are you scared? Clear's throat confirming that's true. Clear's throat indicating this has nothing to do with me. I am rich. I have millions of credits. What are you blabbering on about? If you won't let me in, then bring your president out here and let me settle this face to face. They kind of look like a detective or a cop. The president isn't here. Go somewhere else. Oh, wait. Is this a debt collector we're being plagued with? Looking for our president? That's me. Huh. You're the president? I thought the head of Furbo magazine would be a Furbo too. Turns out you're human. Mr. Fincher. Right, that makes things easier. I'm Fincher, licensed IP agent with the IPC, publishing subsidiary under Perlex Entertainment. I'm responsible for the IP management of Fluffy Across the Blue. May I ask if Furbobo Gossip is a forum operated under your organization? That's right. Oh, great. He's a copyright attorney. Then let me ask you this. Those posts on Furbobo Gossip Forum infringe on our licensed IP. Did you seriously review them at all? Review? I don't know anything about that. I see, then I'm not surprised at all that this happened. Now please bring up your Furbo Gossip Forum and take a look at that outrageously popular post. That blatant bootleg of Fluffy Across the Blue. Do you really think this is acceptable? Are we about to get into an IP war? Fluffy Across the Blue, special skit number 1. Do we read it left to right or right to left? Let's read it like a traditional manga and start over here. Or never mind. Oh no, I can see in the end over there, so we'll start up here at the top. Classes have commenced at Bequea Academy, but... Bell rings. Slam. Chalk gets flung at March Bunny. Ouch, who hit me? It's him. Infamous super senior. Scott. Wait, Scott? That's you, though. Life at Bequea Academy is wonderful. Everyone follows the rules, respects each other, and looks out for their fellow students. Dean Cottontail. Oh my god, it's Sparxie. Woof woof, Dan. This is the class that you'll be transferring into. A new transfer student from the Zanjo. Is it too late to drop out? In the end, they spent a wonderful year together at Bequea Academy. This is filling in that gap year from the 2-year time skip that happened in the story quest. That's funny. Today's update, Fluffy Across the Blue special skit, A Day at Bequea Academy, is now available. Stay tuned for regular updates here. HD Bar Cult. I don't know who posted this. But if someone posts copyright infringement, I don't care. Anyhow, I'm gonna like this post. Dude, you're taking this plagiarism thing way too far. Magic wine. VIPs have a long backstory. Is this a knockoff account of Blurry QR Cult? HD Bar Cult. Blurry QR Cult. Which is apparently Nihilix's handle. Reported. Terror and fog! It's Fugue! This is my first time seeing my benefactor in this form. So fluffy and adorable. No wonder everyone in Plain Arcadia loves them. I believe. Heh, nice try copying the art style, but it's obviously a knockoff. Silence. Even if I were dead and nailed in a coffin, I'd still recognize this as the original piece by legendary Miss Blurry QR Cult. I believe only fake fans wouldn't recognize Miss Blurry's own work. You're the fake fan. I bet 100,000 wish may this is totally Blurry QR Cult. 10-year assistant. Miss Blurry QR Cult is like Miss Blurry QR Cult, right? This is your Alticop, man. Why are you drawing these little comics here instead of updating the main story? But I love it. I love it so much. March Bunny and Baseball Raccoon are so adorable. Oh my gosh. And transfer student Woof Woof Dan from the Zanjo. Why wasn't I in their classes when I was in school? HD Bar Cult. Oh, this is the OP. If you like it, show us some love. Oh my god, the master replied to me. I got noticed by Blurry QR Cult. So, some people are just assuming this is Nihilix. Too late to quit. This post is on fire. Everyone watch out for the flames! The uploader ID is HD Bar Cult. What does that even mean? Probably short for I'm a bootleg account of Blurry QR Cult. Please notice me. The art is pretty good, though. Isn't this basically the original? I can't even. Delete the post, incarcerate them, or help the IPC sue this plagiarist author. Your call. Actually, if we could poach them and have them ghost draw for Blurry, maybe it's not unforgivable. Might be worth negotiating with Furbobo Weekly. Isn't there a chance this is actually Blurry's alt account? Wait, don't you work for the IP? Why not ask Blurry directly? There's no need to bother our distinguished author for such a trivial issue. If this really was drawn by the author herself, I'll eat my keyboard right in front of all of you. If I say I know Blurry second best, no one dares claim first. This HD bar cult is definitely a plagiarist. Well, that makes things easy. Just give her a call. If it's a plagiarist, I'll eat it. Easy for you to say. If it is a plagiarist, you eat a keyboard too. Just ring her up first. I do have Blurry's private contact, but the editorial department drilled it into me. Unless we're printing tomorrow and the world is on fire, do not call the author. Whatever. Gotta protect our copyright. Gotta go all in. Mr. Fincher takes out his phone and dials Blurry QR Cult's phone. Do 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 do. Blurry QR Cult question mark? Yawn. Who's this? Blurry QR Cult? So you really are Blurry? I'm the new president of Furbobocom. Oh my! Oh my, it's you! She left us a letter, for those who forget, that because she was the previous president of Furbobocom. Blurry, our great author, this is Can. There's a knockoff account posting bootleg comics that plagiarize your work on the forum run by her magazine. Can, you read the whole thing, right? What'd you think of this special skit? Pretty mid, honestly. Adorable, I love it. Such a sweet answer. It makes me happy enough to draw 5 more cents worth. Blurry, don't you worry about suing this shady tabloid. Pearl X Entertainment has plenty of legal weapons at our disposal. Sue, that account is me. What? That's you? Then don't blame me for what I'm about to do. I'm taking you to court. My contract with Pearl X Entertainment only covers the main Fluffy Across the Blue comic. Nobody said the special skit needed approval, right? You really are the master of finding loopholes, Blurry. I'm impressed. But you, Mr. Fincher, how did you fail to recognize that Can is the baseball raccoon? Have you actually read Fluffy Across the Blue? It's not what you think. Mr. Fincher, I'm considering switching agents. May I ask your company has suitable candidates? I think it's time to hang up. Well then, see ya, Can. Look forward to my next update, okay? Bye-bye now. That was our very first interaction with Nihilix outside of her giving a letter. She wrote us a letter, basically forcing us to be the president of this magazine forever. She is infringing on our likeness to create her comic, and she doesn't pay her employees. I don't like her. I have been very vocal about this so far, and I think it's kind of crazy this is our first interaction with her canonically. I feel like I've met Blurry before, but I don't think I've interviewed this author. Am I imagining things? You're not. This. The keyboard's ready. Which key do you want to try first, for real? I am not eating anything. I'm not going to make you either, I don't care. As long as you're not suing me, I don't care. I'm just lamenting. I used to love comics. Ever since becoming an agent, it's been nothing but work. I can't even enjoy the medium anymore. I couldn't even recognize the baseball raccoon, my favorite character. See you later, Ken. I'll make sure to reread the baseball raccoon chapters properly. Well, he seemed like a nice enough guy. He left without too much of a fuss. That could have ended horribly. What's going on now? Boss, I'm gonna riot. So much work to do. We need to hire new staff. I got everything prepped, ready to go. Just waiting for you, President. Alright, I'm free. Now what's happening? Early. Great news, boss. Furbobo Weekly is doing better and better. But it's just us few Furbos, you know? We really can't keep up with all this work anymore. Time to hire more Furbos. Time to cut costs and boost efficiency. Time to shut this place down for good. Exactly, as expected of you, boss. Great minds think alike. I was thinking the same thing. So here's the thing. HR at Furbobo Weekly has been absolutely flooded with resumes lately. Our mailbox is practically bursting at the seams, you know? So here's what we're thinking. We host a recruitment fair, and you, the esteemed boss, to grace us with your presence to interview some of the promising candidates. What do you say? This is what they call a VIP hire? No, that is not what they call a VIP hire. I like it. I'm feeling like the boss now. It's usually a good sign if the boss sits in on your interview for a hiring process. Then this little Furbo will get started on organizing the job fair. I'll coordinate schedules with the candidates. So please, wait around for a quaint, esteemed boss. I kind of wish that the new Silver Wolf wasn't called Silver Wolf level 999 and just called Esteemed Wolf. Because it's going to be really annoying if I'm going to have to say Silver Wolf level 999 whenever I'm referring to Silver Wolf 999 or whatever people are going to communally call her. Excellent, excellent. The candidates are all waiting outside, boss. Why don't you decide on the interview order? Let's just go in order. Alright, candidate number 1 is an orch named May Lady Luck Smile Today. Here's her resume for your review. Alright, name, Lady Luck Smile Today. Okay. Work experience. I love your hair salon, 3 months. Dreamless Coffee, 4 months. Okay. What was this position we're hiring for? Tasty Supermarket, 2 months. Orch Perfect Group Livestream, 1 year and 2 months. Wow. Unemployed, 4 months. I don't like putting unemployed on my resume. It reminds me, I gotta update my resume again. Special skills. Also, Atrioc on the Big A channel just uploaded a video. I haven't sat and watched it yet, called The Death of the Resumes. Or something like that. I don't remember. Special skills, performing arts, leads customers in singing the birthday song at the Dreamless Cafe for celebrations, actively engaged in charity work, diligently feeding chickens in the Orch du Valley every year, meticulously refined customer service scripts, skillfully using diverse terms of endearment like babe, sweetie, hun, and dear, achieving 100% customer satisfaction, rating in group livestream sessions. I would also like to add a note that resume making, not a skill. Let's just go to the questions. So that's your real name? You're a bit behind the times, sweetie. Hardly anyone uses their real name anymore. That's my handle. I'm only asking because the people that have weird names that are handles, they usually get the @ sign at the start of their name on this planet. I'd say Furbobo Weekly needs someone with exactly my talents. Wouldn't you agree, boss? You're impressive. But I still need to test you on a few specialized areas. Can you use office software? Ever written for a magazine before? How's your photography? Well, we already know the answer to this one, so it's a dumb question. 1 or 3 are legitimate questions. So let's just go with office software. Of course, I once entered Q4salesplan.docs for a cafe, and the manager told me to convert it into a comparable word processing format, so I paid out of pocket for a file converter premium plan. Whoa, hold on, does either you or your manager even know how to use Word? Can Microsoft sue? They're using Word. We're actually referencing Microsoft Office here. How's your photography? Very good. I totally know my best angles for selfies. I've had professional training for this. For selfies? There's professional training for selfies? I'm just assuming that that's correct. There's professional training for probably everything, isn't there? Uh-oh, I'm suddenly getting dizzy. This is bad, for real. Ever written for a magazine before? Well, obviously no. Scripts? Isn't that the same thing as, isn't that what the writing team is for? When I do group streams, I just read whatever the script they hand to me, pretty much. Wait, hold on. I think I've got the wrong idea about what we do here. Boss, what do you think about Miss Orch? Politely decline. Sorry, I don't think your work experience is quite the right fit for us, so... Stop right there. Someone with as much self-respect as me would never say something like, I really, really want this job. Remember this. I rejected you, not the other way around. Goodbye. The Orch lets herself up and huff and stumps off, clearly annoyed. And then, boss, please select the next candidate. Okay. Excuse me? Candidate number 2 is the detective next door. What's going on? Switching careers to journalism? Well, he's clearly not good at detective work. Maybe he's good at journalism. We did do a murder mystery quest with him. Switching careers is too late for me, but I have no idea why my resume ended up with you guys. I get it. Now it's because our 2 offices are way too close together. You know, when I was printing resumes, I accidentally grabbed the detective's documents along with them. Name, Ashvale. Work experience. 1. Cracked over 10 major criminal cases. We did know that from Silverwolf. I don't know if the Trailblazer knew that. Familiar with at least 50 locked room setups. Does not take infidelity investigation gigs. Yeah, I guess you gotta take some type of stance as a detective. Likes rational thinking. Dislikes common sense, useless knowledge. Professional skills, criminal psychology, tracking and counter-tracking, logic interference, suspect profiling. Collaboration style, lone wolf. I'm gonna send an image of this to my friend real quick. You're hired. Your line of work has some pretty strict rules, huh? Detective needs to submit resumes too? Of course. First off, work does not come knocking if you spend all day lying around. Second, I'm a man with a family. I've got mouths to feed at home. Do you? Really? I thought business was booming even when you were napping in that freezer. Half the folks who come to our magazine office are looking for someone. Are looking for you, you know? Alright. Any other questions? Looks like this is just a misunderstanding. If there's nothing else, I'm going back to catch up on sleep. Wait, hold on, I got a question. Have you paid your rent to Furbobo? You don't take cheating spouse cases? I know, I've seen tons of work memos that start with, my husband's cheating on me. Huh, a true detective has a nose for crime. You gotta learn to sniff out which cases aren't worth your time. Hey, that rhymes. The narrator says our dear detective met plenty of lovely ladies through this gig. But once they saw him in person, they stopped trying to scam him and tried playing the cheating wife instead, you know. A true Furbo should know some things should never be said aloud. I mean, he is a looker. I'll give him that. What's your expected salary? Wait, you're seriously planning to hire me? For the sake of Furbobo Weekly sales, we could open a dedicated Crime Buster column and have him write the content. I bet our subscription numbers would absolutely skyrocket. To be fair, he's the best candidate we've seen so far. But I heard wherever the detective is, murder happens. I'm kind of nervous about hiring him, you know. Here's a spooky story for you. Even if you don't hire me, this is still where I'll be hanging around. Have you paid your rent? The freezer's running 24/7. Do you have any idea how expensive electricity is? Capitalism. I knew it. The second someone becomes the boss, their heart turns cold. Tell you what, once the month's detective commission fee comes in, you can take it out of that. If it's still not enough, I'll pay you the rest next month. I'm reasonable, I can live with that. So you're telling me you've never paid rent before? I showed up? No wonder the magazine was about to go under. So, no more questions then, boss. What's your hiring inclination toward it? You're hired. Just kidding, but I am seriously thinking about asking you to write for the Crime Buster column. Once I crack the biggest case of my life, we could talk about working together. Dusts off his sleeves and drifts away. Now then, boss, please select the next candidate. Alright, let's see what number 3 is. Please be someone good. Candidate number 3 is... Oh! Candidate number 3 actually has 2 contenders. How does that work? The brothers Bruce Furley and Tiger Furley. So Bruce Lee and Tiger Lee? We eat very little. Very, very little. But there's so much work. So much work. Guaranteed to leave you totally satisfied, boss. Refund if not satisfied. Bruce and Tiger Furley's resume. Bruce and Tiger Furley, the Furley brothers. Bruce Furley, since childhood, has been well-versed in the Furbo family code, military tactics, and cosmic philosophy. What? Developing his own unique perspectives, he keeps a strict sleep schedule, early to bed, early to rise. He also writes every single day without fail. Together with Tiger Furley, he's quite the celebrity in the Furbo world. Tiger Furley, Bruce Furley's younger brother. That's all we have for Tiger Furley? I mean, if they're a package deal, I'll hire them both. I don't really care. I just want them to be qualified. Graduated from Furbest Educational Institute. Work experience 10 years of results.exe. Okay. If I can open it, I'd look at it. Strengths. Unfamiliar with labor laws. Can work overtime and crash at the office. Highly stable. Unwilling to job hop. Can stick around until the company goes under. Now that's what we call loyalty. Puts the company at the top priority. Self-interest as lowest priority. Doesn't care about salary, only focus on career development. Nah, care about yourself more. On call 24/7, ready to solve problems anytime. Immediate response for any issue. Can serve tea and pour water. Flatter and bootlick. Can also learn to do backflips. Okay, I'm gonna hire you just for that alone. Whoa, now that's a textbook resume. You're making me look bad here. I gotta say, the moment you whip out the resume of yours, everyone in Plain Arcadia is gonna be out of a job. Any questions? Fire away. Are you 2 actual brothers? What's your expected salary range? Sadly, we're not picky. Show us the money and we'll get it done. But we've been together since birth. So say the conjoined Furbos. You guys actual brothers? Yep, Red and Blue have always been besties. Born from the same Furbo mama. The way you guys talk. That's our personality quirk. Pretty cool, eh? It's because we like talking this way. Want to know why? So when we job hunt, we hunt the same job, eh? I get it. The whole 27 thing is just you 2 splitting shifts, aren't you? 2 Furbos out grinding one of us? That's straight up dirty, you know. You're right, but there's more to it. 2 of us together only cost 1 salary. Can the boss really afford to pass up such an excellent Furbo talent? Miss a Furbo by an inch, lose a fortune by a fur. What's this? This is a total finisher, boss. You decide. Fresh out of ideas, you know. Hired on the spot. Hired on the spot. Hired on the spot. I don't get a choice. Sure. You didn't exactly give me a choice to refuse, did you? I'll have Furblets you set up a workspace right away. From now on, your resident reporters for Furbobo Weekly. Bruce Furley and Tiger Furley happily settled into their new workspace. Whoa! This recruitment fair has turned out to be the harvest after all. Our magazine is doing better and better. Since we're expanding our space for the new hires, might as well give the office a proper makeover and upgrade it as we're at it, you know? 1-click level up. Then celebrate our new hire joining the team, boss. Why don't you take a look? This month's KPI, 10 new posts published. Time for some team building. Tonight's on me. Let's go. Time to hit up the priciest spot in Dovebrook. When it's time to clock out, little Furbo will call the van and haul us all together. Are we actually doing an after party? New Furbs, yay! Ding dong, ding dong. Here we are in Arcadian calendar year 1999. One fine pleasant day, I participate to have noticed the great raccoon has been sitting at her desk, keeping her nose to the grindstone all day without a single break. The harder the boss works, the more the staff get paid. With much conscientious black Furbobo Weekly say this won't be a problem, boop. Anyway, I gotta say, stop to the great raccoon right now. Please pause your work and think carefully. Did you forget something super duper important today? Right, we have to do Sparxie Pulls. Farm dailies get rewards? Don't tell me I forgot your salary. Wrong. But hey, even though it's not payday, I wouldn't say no to a bonus. Do I really have to say that word? How did it come to this? Looks like the only way the great raccoon will remember it is if I spell it out crystal clear. Come on, spell it. Don't leave me hanging. For the sake of the great raccoon's health, I, Paraprince, have no choice but to cast aside my fragile pride. You haven't done your kegels today. Oh, right, hang on. I'm not gonna do my kegels. Please pause what you're doing, get up and walk around, grab some water, stretch your back. Enjoy the view outside the office. And remember, 50 kegels a day. That's a lot of kegels. Alright. So do they just keep doing this and remind me? Boss, to get Furbobo Weekly out on time, I've been typing up my hard paws and practically worn out to the nubs. But a wave of drowsiness burst forth like a crack in ink, shrouding the office in darkness. Boss, could you knock me out of my desk? Maybe when I wake up. An article will have magically rolled off the face. Time to put out your executive skills to the test. To motivate your Furbo journalists, you decide to use reverse psychology. Pathetically hang yourself at the magazine's entrance. Coffee's on me, everyone. Extra shot. Oh, no way. This deal's too good to miss. I'm gonna ping everyone at work for chat right now. Uh-oh. Not the chat. President's treating us all to coffee. Got iced chili pepper mug. Okay. Furley, what do you mean? That's basically the gist of it. I bet you a lot of the firms out there can't believe it. I don't even know what it all means, but hey. Pretty wild. Hope that clears things over. Furley is dozed off from exhaustion. The great raccoon triggered an auto-writing of a keyword. Huh. Personally selected by yours truly, Furblitzer. One sip gets you going. Alright. Time to grab some coffee. So can I exhaust these, or do they just keep coming forever? Coffee's here. Drink it while it's hot. The cafe's Lightpaw Express delivery arrives at Dovebrook's surfing speed. With deadline looming, you savor the rare moment of rest. Your coffee of Furblitzer. Picked just for you. Let's get the octopus eye-poppin' boba. You bite down through the sea salt mix, chewy, gelatinous, disturbingly resilient. In that instant, you realize the abyss has just winked at you. The moment you dared bite your first octopus eye. Blech. Boss, what's wrong? Why are your eyes rolling back like that? Thank the iron stomach you forged surviving Himiko's coffee. It saved you when it mattered. Get on for Blitzer's coffee cart. Never again. Alright. Julian, boss, we got a situation. There's a weird post on Furbobo Gossip Forum deliberately twisting our relationship with the Detective H. Ashvale. They even tagged the magazine's official account president. You need to see this. Check it out right away. Rational discussion. Are Ashvale and Furbobo magazine secretly plotting something together? Arcadian leak? And have you noticed something? That Detective Ashvale's connection to the Furbobo magazine is way beyond what you expect. First off, there's a recent slew of messy, strange happenings in Plain Arcadia, and Ashvale was there for all of them. Second, wasn't Furbobo Weekly just some trashy gossip mag before? Now all these socially significant cases are suddenly popping up at their office. Left and right. And finally, I've spotted Ashvale constantly lurking around their office entrances at night. Put these things together and think about it carefully, folks. Tenure assistant Ashvale who? As soon as the OP finished speaking, everyone freaked out and started asking who Ashvale is. What does this have to do With Ashvale administrator delete this post. Vale fan club. Ashvale has a fan club? Well, then again, he did mention that all of the infidelity cases led to women trying to cheat on their husbands with him. So much criminal activity lately. Joe mentioned City's going to turn into another Japella at this rate. Oh god, reference to the Japella Rebellion. Come to think of it, you're probably more interested in Ashvale. Sleepless Phantasmoon. I bet it was Ashvale themselves who posted this. Detective passing by. I'm not Ashvale. Ashvale posts from Dovebrook District, and my address isn't in Dovebrook District. IP address, Dovebrook District. So that's clearly Ashvale lying. Frank dude, no way, I don't believe it. At Furbobo official, debunk this right now. Raccoon spots. It's a flame post. Don't read. This is outrageous, boss. What are we actually going to do? Publicly take your stand and avoid trouble. Just post we got found out. Ban this kind of fake news immediately. Just be open about it. Got it. Cooley shuts down the haters. And I'll write it like this. On behalf of Furbobo Weekly, we solemnly clarify our publication has always maintained neutral and objective investigative stance with absolutely no private dealings. Should likes exceed 500, we reserve the right to pursue legal action for defamation. Alright. It actually replied to it. Boss, I would like some advice on career planning. Do you have a moment? Sure, as long as it doesn't take too long. Thank you. I'll be quick. I've worked at Furbobo for ages now, and my parents keep saying I have no career plan, no direction in life. But I clock in just so I can clock out. That seems like a pretty clear goal to me. I think you need to aim higher. What do you think I should say as your boss? You really do need some more real workplace exposure. But this is exactly the conclusion I reached after exposing myself to the workforce. Huh, have I not been reading enough working Furbo literature? I think I get it now. Deep thinking is for me. I should stick to what I do best, mastering the art of slacking off. I even prepared some workplace brain teasers, but I guess those are going to go to waste. Still, boss, I really want to hear your answer. Let's say you're working for a Furbo with 4 cups of coffee, but 5 managers showed up. What do you do? Interesting. I've got no solution. Isn't this just a classic interview question? Furley, what are you gonna do? The boss is flipping the script again. If it's me, I'd probably do nothing. Then you better close your eyes and fumble the cup onto the table. Everyone will make way for a Furbo. I have learned much from this conversation, you know. I shall now take my leave, boss. Post question in the work chat. I want to see it. Beep boop, got it. The president says we all need to take up workplace aptitude test. You're working for 4 cups of coffee. The 5 managers show up, what do you do? Our office is way too cramped for fit 5 managers in here. Beep boop, I don't mind the details. Everyone share your own methods. I wouldn't do anything. It's the coffee's fault, not mine. Let's put 1 cup between every 2 people. It'll at least look like we're splitting things evenly. Oh, so this is the orchard planting problem, huh? Pass the conundrum up the chain. Probably leave that conundrum for the higher-ups to deal with. Pour all the coffee into a teapot, grab 5 cups, and tell them the coffee and water are self-serve. The expert's here! That is a really clever solution. A professional right hand to the boss has arrived. Honestly, confession time, one of those 5 managers told me to only get 4 cups. Ooh, conspiracy theories. I like it. So you're the punk stirring up the office drama, huh? Bruce, oh, it's the Furley brothers. Taking responsibility. I was late. Down 4 drinks as punishment. Is that really what you're admitting to? The boss is out of drinks. You guys drank to your heart's content, but the boss got left high and dry. Then let's split these 4 cups with my coworkers. The boss is footing the bill. They're not even enough to go around for you guys. Well, we're robbing the rich to feed the poor now. Who knew you could run into robbers without leaving the office? Just wanted to see everyone's reaction. I ordered coffee for all you guys. Yay! God, we're so nice to our employees. God, I hope that we're paying them. I haven't signed a paycheck yet, so I'm going to hopefully assume that they do that. Okay, we've listened to a bunch of these. We've gone on for like, what, 20 minutes doing just this? So let's just exit out of here. I think it's time that we start getting around to the pool stream. But before that, I got something I want to do. There we go. It's back. So I said we would do some Sparxie Pulls. And it's that time of the stream again. So, before I forget, let's check on our pity so that I can update that for the... So editor me can keep track. That being said, I believe last stream, because it's been so long, was when we did the Black Swan polls. So our records should be pretty low. So that's 5. Yeah, we're at 5 pity. All right. Well, let's go gambling. Have my paper ready to go. Now I just need to grab my pen. And now, let's go up to 15 pity. Come on, Sparkle Fumo. Give us good luck. For those who don't know, this is a little bit of a program that Nepping made. Big fan of Nepping's art. Big fan. Go subscribe to Nepping on YouTube if you haven't yet. Follow them on Twitter too, I think. I think they're on Twitter. I don't know. I kind of have been off Twitter for a while. I have an account there, but I haven't updated it in like 5 years. Or what feels like 5 years. Which is funny, because I originally made my Twitter to help promote this Twitch stream. At a certain point, I stopped putting it the link to my Twitter in the YouTube description, but if you go back far enough in my YouTube videos, I'm sure you can find the link to my Twitter. I don't know if I took it off my homepage on the YouTube channel. It's probably still up on Twitch, too. So anyway, we're at 15 pity. Let's go to 25 pity. No early 5 stars here. Oh yeah, it's been announced that we're actually getting a Herta Shop Elation Cone in the next update. So I only have one Elation character. And because or if we win this, I should say, we'll have one Elation character. So I don't feel the need to pull for her Light Cone, because I grabbed one from the Battle Pass, just cuz. So I don't feel the need to get her Signature Cone, which I don't even know what it does at this time. Maybe I'll get it on a rerun later in the year. But my pull plans for the year, for the most part, are Sparxie. I'll get Yao Guang on a rerun, and I do want to get the new Silver Wolf. Beyond that, I would like to get a Cyrene on a rerun, maybe? Maybe a Saridra, maybe an Anaxa on a rerun. Not really set in stone. Still want to get a Fugue on the account. But, for the most part, for the time being, the only new characters I plan to pull that are coming out this year so far are Sparxie, are Silver Wolf, and I do want to get Yao Guang, but I'll wait for Yao Guang's rerun. I mean, I may have pulled Fei Xiao by accident, but at this point, I have Jing Yuan, I have Fei Xiao. I might as well just pull for all of the Xianzhou generals as they come out, including our lucky general, Qing Shui. Wasn't Qing Shui rate up the last time that we did a pull stream? Yes, they were, because we did Black Swan. I'm dumb. I didn't realize that they don't change the 4-star rate up for Phase 2. It could possibly be $475 to get a 5-star. If obtained solely through Honoric Pouch top-ups, excluding double bonuses or other special offers. The cost of acquiring a limited 5-star character ranges from $1.98 to $475.20, depending on top-up tier. Alright, Sparkle Fubo. Give us some good luck. We're going to 35 pity. Not counting the weird flukes where you get a 0 pity. There have been quite a few 30 pities that we've gotten on the account. Usually they're 50-50 losses, though. So let's go to 35. No 5-star. I only have like maybe 140-ish pulls, so I don't have enough to guarantee if we lose the 50-50. And we've won our last couple 50-50s, I think. We lost 50-50 on, I think, was it Firefly? So we might lose. I'm actually kind of expecting to lose, to be honest. Alrighty. This is our first 10 pull that's going to dip into my Jade. Actually, who says we need to dip into Jade? We've been pulling 4 stars. And I have every 4-star except for Don Hung at E6. Which means every 4-star we get is another pull. So, let's go to 45 pity, also known as halfway to max. Sparkle for luck. Sparkle was not lucky. I kind of wish that they would update the history so that it would update in real time. That's probably one of the more annoying quirks about the Honkai Star Rail that I'm surprised, or just Hoyo games in general, that they haven't fixed yet. Post-op conversation. Haven't seen this light cone in a minute. It's a pretty good light cone, all things considered. Alright, and with that, now we must pull into the Jade. So, here we go. 55 pity. Sparkle luck. That's a no from me, dog. We're up to 55 pity. At least give me a Don Hung at some point. I know that I actually want 5 stars. Lucky Ching Shui. QQ is our lucky sign. But, even though that we're getting enough to basically do another 10 pull every time a Ching Shui shows up, I kind of still want to get Don Hung to E6. Just to build 4-star Don Hung for the memes. As a fellow Don Sheets. By the way, if you mispronounce my name, Dan, as Don, I will not correct you. I will take it as a sign of respect. Or at least a sign that you have good taste. Alrighty, on average, I usually win these on 77, so let's go to 65 pity. Is this it? Nope. 65 pity. So let's see if we actually get it on 77. There was a funny moment on a previous stream when we were doing our pulls for... Was it Columbina or Inefa in Genshin? Where I predicted it would cost us 77 pulls, and we got them on 77 pulls. We got the 5-star on 77 pulls. I actually don't know if I predicted it right. Because I don't know if I won that 50-50 or not. I just do not remember. That was back in, like, 6 or 7 weeks ago. So long ago. That was in Phase 1, Luna 4. So that would have been about 9 weeks ago. A little bit over 9 weeks ago. God, this year's going by fast. We're about to hit April soon. In fact, it's already past 1 a.m. here, so it's actually now Monday. But I have Monday off, and I have nothing planned today. So I'm going to go out and maybe I'll visit my aunt and walk her dogs. Alrighty. Now, I usually get pretty lucky and get it at around 77. So let's go to 75. Pity. Is this it? Wow. It's probably going to be 77 on the dot then. So, we didn't get it in 75 pulls. No 5 stars. QQ for good luck. Every QQ is a higher odds on our 50-50. If we lose 50-50, please give me a blade. What do I have my Celestial Invitation set to? Kind of want to edit this. I'll take Kamiko off and put Welt on. Welt is getting a remake soon. So maybe we want Welts. Although, to be honest, we do have an Eidolon on Himiko. But I have a helmet Eidolon. Yeah, I'm fine. This is fine. Alright, we're at 75 pity according to the sheet of paper on my desk. Which means this will put us at 85 pity. Let's see if that 77 5-star prediction still holds true, though. Alright, there's a 5-star in this 10 pull. So here comes pull number 76. Well, I was wrong. We didn't get it in 77 pulls. We got it in 76 pulls. Big winner. Chicken dinner. Which means this is 1, 2... I'm dying. What? So I guess we're at 1 pity. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was completely unexpected. So that was a 2 pity Sparxie. Alright. So we have a 6 pity going in. That worked out pretty well. We won 50-50, not once, but twice. So, I guess this means that my pulls for Silverwolf are probably not going to go well. I think we've had it too good for too long. But anyway, we've won every 50-50 that we've had the Sparxie Fumo for. So, with that done, I guess let's do what we always have done in the past. And let's check out voice lines. Faction Masked Fools. Character information, like, follow, stream, views, party till the world ends. Sparxie and Sparkle, the mask and the fool are fundamentally the same. Whoever is seen, whoever is liked, is the correct answer. Well, I'm glad that we didn't, glad that we finished the story before pulling her, because it sounds like there's going to be a lot of story spoilers in her voice lines and profile. I don't usually read these. Oh, that's actually her story 1, character details. That's right. Alright, here we go. First meeting.
Hey there, I'm your good friend, Sparxie. Are you ready for a day overflowing with dopamine?
This is a long intro.
Full of sparkle, so don't forget to shine brightly, just like Sparxie. So tell me, little gray hair, did that opener reel you in?
That's very clearly Sparkle saying that second line there. Because I guess technically at this point in the story, the two of them have re-merged into being one person. So we can kind of probably see a little bit of Sparkle behind the Sparxie. Greetings.
So, what big stunts have you pulled off lately? You've got the clout, I've got the account. Let's collab and go viral overnight.
I would love to collab with somebody that has like 80k concurrent or like over 70k concurrent viewers. But in this case, you would have the clout and the account. I've got Jack. I'm a small-time streamer who streams to like 1 to 3 people at a time on average. And honestly, since I don't do this as a full-time anymore, because during the pandemic I spent a lot of time streaming. But ever since I've gone back to school, back to work, I've decided to not dedicate all my time to streaming. I still stream once or twice a week, and try to make sure that there's at least a weekly upload on the YouTube channel, but I've been putting more attention on the YouTube channel lately. That being said, I feel like I might need to take some more time, do some more shorts. I also probably should do that Genshin Impact shoe tier list that I promised like 2 years ago. I also promised to update the hat tier list. Look, Sparxie's got a hat. This hat's cute. It's a tiny little top hat. It's like Farina's hat. Alright, let's go to partying.
Oh, don't be sad about goodbyes. You know, in times like these, you, me, Sparkle, Sparxie, we're already inseparable.
Actually, you are the literal definition of separable. You can split into another person to create Sparxie and Sparxie as 2 separate people. About self, Sparxie 1.
Here in Sparxie's livestream, people hide themselves, discover themselves, evade themselves, or just invent a whole new version of themselves. All it takes is a tiny spark to ignite everyone's deepest desires. Sure, the old model says I'm only a mask. But hey, who's getting the views, the likes, the audience's attention? Exactly.
Okay. Someone's in denial, so now I'm confused if this character's voice lines do take place before or after the story. Or maybe she's still gonna just refer to it and be super meta and be annoying about it. Who knows? About Self 2.
All it takes is a tiny spark to ignite everyone's deepest desires. Ha! Then doesn't betrayal slide into place so naturally? To cheat the world, you've got to cheat yourself first. Well, dare to ask me who the Sparxie before you now really is?
I don't care. Phantasman Games!
How can I let the Master of Elation ceremony turn into some boring, pathetic, dull, tedious, profit-driven social mixer? Restoring the fun of the Phantasmoon Games. That's a responsibility no masked fool can escape.
I'm trying to remember if Sparkle or Sparxie said this during the story quest. The sentence feels familiar. I'm sure one of them said it, I just don't remember which one. Livestream script? Your streams are scripted?
Sparxie stream? Totally unscripted.
Never mind.
But if you're so sure Fate's story is already written, then let's throw in a few unexpected bloopers.
Ooh, this is actually a question I'm curious about. Chat. Sparkly rabbits, fire shrooms. Oh, so the fire shrooms are chat. So each one of the fire shrooms is supposed to represent a chatter. Interesting.
These little ones are electronic pets, born from the laughter of the viewers. Cute, don't you think? In the stream, there are laughs of joy, laughs of sorrow, laughs dripping with malice, and laughs burning with hate. Black and white, or perhaps should I say, there's only black or only white. That's the true nature of the online world.
I was kind of curious. I thought that they might be imagine, But the fact that we don't see any of them walking around in public, it makes me think that... It's still weird to me that we don't see any of her little fire shrooms walking around as Imagine. I feel like that's just a flavor fail for Plain Arcadia. Because, I mean, like, when iPhone has the little, the deedings in her animations, why couldn't the fire shrooms just be Imagine that are walking around in Plain Arcadia? Alright, hobbies. I'm assuming streaming.
In Arcadian calendar year 1998, there were exactly 88,888 trending memes running through everyone's heads, and 88% of them came straight from Sparxie's stream. Let's make the new year just as fun.
So she's doing this. She's been doing this Sparxie persona for at least a year then. Interesting. I don't know when she canonically made Sparxie, but this gives us a hint that she's been doing it for at least 1 year, because the current calendar year is 1999 in Plain Arcadia. Annoyances.
Telling the same joke twice is no worse than murdering it.
That was actually... This was what the video description for Sparxie's trailer said. I thought it was actually a meta commentary on the Sparxie versus Sparxel fight, but, that's kind of funny. This is actually a line of dialogue that exists. It is in her video description. I don't know if it's still there, because they can change video description at any time, but at the time of upload, and if you want to see my reaction to Sparxie's trailer ravings, it's up there on the internet, so, because I'm one of the few React tubers that actually reads the video description before watching the video. Something to share.
Have you figured it out yet? Attention is Plain Arcadia's most precious commodity. Only when it surges toward you do you get to keep existing. Which is why this world keeps churning out spectacles, all clawing for your gaze. That's why Miss Sparxie has to remind you. The line between real and fake has long been erased. Still believe everything you see?
I do not believe everything I see. I believe everything I can verify. Knowledge, end of the world.
0 negative reviews and user comfort levels are now tavern KPIs? Fools, is this still the Elation's doing? Hello, yes, I'd like to order a special cocktail. It's called Brain Sparkles Like Fireworks from Laughing. Oh, and make it around for everyone in the tavern. It's on me.
Okay, so this is the drink that she likes to drink regularly at the tavern before she sends her worries down the golden confessional. That's my interpretation of this one, anyway. She has an About Us.
Gray hair. You know I'm totally your top fan, right? So, which show are we acting in together next?
A little game called Leveling Up. It's about Sparkle.
Those girls in plays. Burning bright, dazzling, but gone in a flash. They used to be called Sparkles. Sparkle and Sparxie. Just pretty masks to wear.
They really want to keep it ambiguous which one of them was the real one during that story. But I tend to lean towards you're the fake one because Kuchiba did identify you as an Imagine. So I'm going to trust Kuchiba over you when it comes to this. Bai Yao Guang?
Can you believe it? Lucky as can be, and a true captain of a Xianzhou ship. Sounds like the perfect setup for an idol group, right?
No, it doesn't.
I'll handle the title song, and she'll twirl like a peacock. I'm thinking we'll go by the name, the Yo Spark Hands.
That is a horrible idea, and I hope it pans out. About Sunday? Why do you have an About Sunday? Is it because Sparkle has an About Sunday? Does Sparkle have an About Sunday? Chicken Wing Boy? Oh, they've added these. Yeah, they don't have an About Sunday. They never added one for Sparkle. I mean, while we're here, I guess.
Even my spur-of-the-moment designs come out looking good. Just look. White hair with red highlights and a rabbit mask. I spent 11 system hours perfecting. But they still need one final touch. A sparkling heart.
And then added to team with Sparxie.
Some people play games. Others gaze at their reflection. Can you guess who I'm talking about?
Why does she have an About Jade line? Was that added because of playing Arcadia?
She's like a puppeteer. It's as if people aren't people in her eyes. That kind of person is the most terrifying. But I can't help but want to work with her again and again. Why? Because I am also that kind of person. Open your eyes and behold Lady Jade, the great manipulator.
Interesting. Alright. Back to Sparxie's voice lines. About Sunday.
Making people happy and making people smile. Those are two totally different things. So, what's Chicken Wing Boy gonna do? Huh?
Why does she get let's call him Chicken Wing Boy? Maybe she is the original. I keep going back and forth on this. About Ashvale. We did do a side quest with them together, and Sparkle and slash Sparxie, I guess, love detective stories.
You really think people only wear one mask? No way! The clever ones play the fool, and the brave ones act like little nobodies. But he's no little nobody. Miss Sparxie's had him figured out since forever. Do you realize how sad a wolf's unanswered howl really is?
So, we're definitely implying that he's a wolf. They've basically pointed that out, and I believe Sparkle's conversation at the end of Amphorius also talked about the limping wolf. So he's definitely related to the Galaxy Rangers, and even we're getting more and more hints to that. But hey, we're going to find out soon, because 4.1 is going to probably be a lot about Ashvale. He's going to be playable. I don't plan to pull for him, but if they incorporated narrator into his kit, I could have been convinced. It wouldn't have taken much. I love that guy. I love that monkey. Alright, Eidolon activation. We're about to hear this, I guess.
Exclusive broadcast subscription successful. Who will the next me be?
Alright, character ascension.
Don't be too cautious. We'll see each other at the top, after all.
Max level reached.
Fun's over! Not! I haven't finished playing yet.
Trace activation.
New ability unlocked. Let's get 'em.
Added team with us.
Welcome to my channel. What shall we play today?
Kind of relevant to what she said at the greetings or earlier. Actually, her About Us was pretty similar to that, wasn't it?
Gray hair. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
it's almost the
totally a
same.
top fan, right? So, which show are we acting in together next?
Alright, added to team with Sparkle.
Now, I'm Elation.
Ha! Call back to Sparkle's Collected Miscellany. Not Collected Miscellany. Myriad Celestia. Collected Miscellany is the Genshin trailers. God, how crazy will it be when like a Star Rail character shows up in Genshin and or vice versa. Added team with Sampo.
Today's show depends on you. Say hi to everyone.
Interesting. Added team with Yao Guang.
Madam Yao, tell me the fortune for today. How's my follower growth looking?
I don't care. I don't stream for the numbers. I stream for the love of the game. Added team with Sunday.
See? Still as serious as ever. Smile.
Maybe you are just Sparkle. Well, anywho, this has been fun, but I just remembered that we somehow pulled two of you. Which means I actually have to read what your Eidolons do, since I didn't bother to look at that, because I never plan on pulling Eidolons. Ever. It's only if I have a character for a long time and I feel like they aren't cutting it anymore that I usually go for the Eidolons. That's what we did for Firefly back in 3.8. Again, referenced this at the beginning of the stream, but Firefly definitely needed a rework. Her kit's kind of clunky, and I hope when they rework her, they actually add some of her Currency Wars kit stuff in there, like that new ultimate. Maybe she could do it when she runs out of the complete combustion state. Anyway, hashtag going viral, hashtag who is she, Hashtag the audience knows. Link up. Heart skip. Locked in. Face card. Healing the world. Good vibes only. Built different. Going extinct. Hashtag built different. That's funny. Alright. Going viral. Who is she? When aha instant ends, gain 5 punchline. Ooh. For every 1 punchline owned, increase all type res pen for all allies by 1. That's cool.
Exclusive broadcast subscription successful. Who will the next me be?
And there she is, a waste run. So, I guess I have an Eidolon now. And I guess I have another character to build. Well, anyway, the next full stream, as we wrap up here, will probably be in 4.2. So I will see you there for that. But as for the next stream of Honkai Star Rail, you won't have to wait long. I still have this Cosmicon Battle On little mission to do, which I will probably get around to eventually. It seems like each one of these side quests is about 2 hours of content. So we'll do 31st dates next time. I'm going to mark it on the map. And next time, this is what we'll be doing when it comes to Honkai Star Rail. So, once again, I'd like to remind everybody that I have a Discord. It's where I let people know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. It's also where I will give people updates, as well as just post memes and videos that I've been watching and enjoying. Mostly, I do a lot of this online stuff just so I can share my likes and hobbies with the rest of the world, and give a little bit of my public opinion and personality for others to enjoy. But, that's not all. So, I guess I'll see you all next time. Stay safe out there, and hopefully I get this uploaded by the end of the week. Toodles, stay safe. Did I already say that? I think I already said that.